Yeah, we did it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream and a very happy Magic Monday, one and all. We did it. We made it. We're here. It's Monday. It's my favorite format of all time. It's Arena Cube Draft Day, everybody.
Yes.
God, I'm just so good at Arena Cube.
But
You're
on
all
the
in
upside,
for a treat.
On the upside.
Uh-huh.
Is that Aurelia there?
This?
Yeah.
No.
Who is that?
Damn it. I don't remember.
Sigarda.
No, it's just I think it's just a generic angel of some sort.
Well, but her cheekbone and jawline are just
Gorge.
on point.
Yeah, for sure.
So that fixes it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
Champion card collector is here. Saying, and your favorite store is
You're
here.
damn right our favorite store is here. What is up, Champion? We and Champion are going to have a very interesting week this week for the Bloomborough pre-release coming up this week, as well as just the ability to open product, purchase product, etc. We're going to have a really, really good time.
They say, hi, cheekbones are super important.
Without them, I think we'd all look a lot weirder. I won't deny that for a second. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting week this week, especially this Friday for pre-release at Champion. They're going to have a 6:30 p.m. pre-release and a midnight pre-release, Friday night into Saturday morning. And we're going to be there for at least the 6:30, possibly also the midnight. It kind of depends on how our filming schedule works out that night. But we're going to be filming some openings there of pre-release kits. We're going to be filming other people who are there opening product as well. It's going to be really, really interesting. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be doing my regular big opening at Champion. So stay tuned for that video. It should be coming out on Thursday. So stay tuned for that. And then for folks who are unaware, this Wednesday, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on this channel, live again, the next time we will be live, we are going to be participating in the Bloomborough streamer event sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. And thank you to them for that opportunity. We're going to be streaming from... It's very jingly. We're going to be streaming from 5:30 p.m. Eastern until basically we can't go anymore. So if we're having like a lot of fun, we might go later. If we're exhausted, we might end sooner, but it'll be like around like 6 hours or so plus of streaming. So if you don't get home from work until 8 p.m. Eastern or 9 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Eastern, we'll still be here. So please feel free. Don't think you're going to be missing out, because you are not. We will be here for that. It's a very busy week this week. And we get to just start it off just in the best way possible with, like I said, my favorite format, the one that I am best at, Arena Cube Draft. I'm real good at it. I guess if you're watching this right now and you're like, okay, who's this dude? Maybe it's because you're new. So for those of you that may be new, whether you're watching live or on the VOD, what's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
We are Geek for All, and we are here for Magic Monday, our Monday night Magic the Gathering Arena stream. And as you may have surmised, because I said it at least twice now, we are going to be playing some Arena Cube Draft tonight. And you're in for a treat, because I am the best Arena Cube Draft player. This side of, I don't know, the Hudson River.
This guy here is looking like you with the beard.
Urtai? This is Urtai. I forget his like surname on the card. His old card that I have is Urtai the Corrupted, which is a really cool version of Urtai. But I mean, this art is awesome. But yeah, I think, you know, all these people are kind of having a time. If I'm honest, like the Angel's fine, but everybody else is like, you know, in the middle of some stuff. So I'm going to start this first draft. If and when it goes quickly, we'll be able to do another one. But if you are out there, like Champion is, you are more than welcome to pop into chat, say hey. and let us know how you are, what's going on in your life, because, you know, we're here to play, but I'm not great, so we could talk about really whatever people want to talk about within reason. We could talk about whatever people want to talk about, because, you know, we could talk about like what picks you think I should take, and earlier in the pack it's a lot easier for me to be able to see those recommendations, but also it might be just fun to watch me flounder and not give me tips and tricks. I'm open to them, but it's probably funnier to just watch me fail over and over again. We'll see.
Well, watching you fail isn't fun, but I do enjoy flounder.
Well, this is not a mukbang, so we can't.
Too bad.
It's too bad. I'm relatively certain there's no flounder in the house, so that wouldn't help you out either way.
That's correct. We currently have tuna steaks in the freezer.
Ah, those are delicious. Oh, but they're in the freezer too, so you wouldn't be able to cook them.
They're hard as a rock.
Yeah, exactly. No. Waiting for one more seat to be filled.
Champion says I guess that's like a hug emoji with like a beating heart behind it.
Nice. Thank you, Champion. Hopefully they're all having fun tonight. Tonight is Commander Night, if I recall correctly, over at Champion.
It sure is, they say.
Nice. Okay. Hey, the last person sat. Okay. Here we go. Marcus isn't quite here yet, but there's Teferi. 5-mana Teferi. There's Sun Titan. There's Perforator Crocodile. Or there's Terror of the Peaks. Or Eladamri Corvekdal. 5 mythics available in this pack. I mean,
wow.
Terror of the Peaks is very good. Like, it's just an incredible card.
Amy approves this choice.
It's very good. I could take Teferi as well. I like Sun Titan, but it's also 6 mana.
Llanowar Elves.
I mean, look, it's not a bad choice, but there are a lot of other very good choices as well.
Yes, no, I approve of Terror of the Peaks for sure.
It's very, very good. Very good card.
Terror of the Peaks all the way at Champion says.
Good. I'm super glad, because usually I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so actually picking the right thing feels pretty nice. Let's get 20 more seconds. Let's see who we're drafting with. La Dog or LA Dog, Duval, Sploder, nice, Chucky Masterson, Rorschach Visions, Fishin' Man Dan, and the Blight of Being Pale.
Wow.
Okay. Great. Well, after having picked a red card, our next mythics are a white card in Captain Eberhart, black cards in Gisa the Hellraiser and Sorin the Mirthless, and a blue-green card in Oko the Ringleader.
Those two dudes are pretty pale.
Sorin and Oko?
Coming from a pale person. I got a tan. You guys can't tell because it's still so reflective.
Yeah,
you're probably
washed out.
being blinded,
Yeah.
but
So interestingly, Gisa and Terror of the Peaks kind of work out pretty interestingly, right? Whenever you commit a crime, create 2 tapped 2/2 blue and black zombie rogues, and Terror of the Peaks deals damage to any target, and that is one of their things, which then make 2 more 2/2s, and when each of those 2/2s enter, it deals more damage. It's a very interesting combo there. I know that like there's another black card right here that somebody probably will take to our left, but I'm kind of intrigued.
don't point at me. You were like,
Amy's gonna take Sorin. No, Amy would take Gisa, which we already
I
did.
absolutely would. Oh, the cheese hand.
It is the cheese hand with searing blood.
He burned his hand holding the pizza. Got cheese stuck to it. Champion says Koligan's command is awfully.
Yeah, so I noticed Koligan's command as well. I mean, if I'm going to take a black card or part black card, I'm going to take Gisa. But yes, that's a very good one. Rekindling Phoenix is actually incredible, so I'll happily take that one.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like awfully something.
It is a very good card. Like I said, if I'm going to take a black card, I'm going to take Gisa from that one. But yeah.
I was like, this adverb has no subject. Or has no adjective that it's describing.
That's right.
Okay. They say, yay, Phoenix.
It's a very good card. You have to have 2 removal spells to get rid of it, or a removal spell following killing it in combat or something. So, yeah, really, really good. Okay. Interestingly, I personally have found the Dragon Master Outcast doesn't do very well in Cube, although if it eats a removal spell, it eats a removal spell. Like, that's not bad. Hostage Taker is a great card, but splashing a 3rd color right now is probably not where I'm at. Inquisition of Kozilek. Like, if I'm going to take a 1-drop, that's tough. I'll try for the Outcast, I guess. There's Sacred Foundry. There's Mutavault as well, by the way. But out of the, 2.5 choices, Inquisition or change colors. Yeah, like I said, I'm not crazy about Outcast. Machias is cool. If I wanted to go, white-red, which I always love in Cube. You were going to say something?
No, I just coughed.
Okay. So I'll try Machias just in case white is, disgustingly open at this point. There's Blood Crypt here.
Champion said Inquisition or change colors.
Right.
Which you did.
I did read that, yeah.
Okay.
But so there's Machias and Gisa. So we have a black card and a white card. And now in this pack, if we're sticking that route, we have Gonti or Legion's Landing.
Or a black-red land.
Correct.
Or the boots.
Or the boots. Yeah.
I like the boots.
Well, that's the wrong choice, but I'm glad that you like them. Although also there is a black-red-blue land here. But I really like Gonti.
Yeah, me too.
I think Gonti's really cool. Legion's Landing, a very good card, by the way. Just really good. But yeah, I'm gonna try Gonti. If black dries up and we have to go white, that's fine. In this pack, Hangerback Walker, Isolated Chapel, and Shadowy Backstreet for white-black lands.
It's back.
All right. Thraben Inspector and Gutterbones.
I just like this guy's name.
Who?
Gutterbones.
It is a very good name. I only have Machias right now. So taking one of these lands feels rough. Because if I just cut Machias, then we've wasted a pick in the land. I could just take Gutterbones and be happy about it. Please pick the Hangerback. Okay, well. Easy enough. Hangerback Walker it is.
Is there a hanger on its back? Is that
I yes, for Thopters. For Thopters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's Jadar, Ghoul Caller of Nephalia. There's the Shatter Skull Smashing, which I'm not in love with. There's Priest of Forgotten Gods, which is a really cool card. There's the Cruelty of Gix. And there's Flames of the Firebrand. I would honestly be okay with either of these, especially with Terror of the Peaks combos.
Looking good for black and red, Champion says.
Yeah, it seems that, especially with this pack for sure. Yeah.
And Stealth Death is here saying, hi, I have a tight schedule.
Oh, well, thanks for stopping by, Stealth Death. For as long as you can stay with us, we'd love to have you. But, of course, we totally understand that, people have things to do. We get that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a mythic in our colors. At the beginning of your end step, you may discard a card. If you do, you make a treasure and choose Ambitious or Expedient. If you chose Ambitious, seek a card with greater mana value than the discarded card. If you chose Expedient, seek a card with lesser mana value than the discarded card.
Because you were rushing. So, you get less.
These are good white cards. What is the next? I guess I'll pick that one, but... Beginning of combat on your turn, draw a card. Then you may exile an artifact or a creature from your hand. If you do, make a token that's a copy of the exiled card, except it's a 3/3 golem. There's Swift Spear as well. But, I mean, I'm just going to take the mythic in our colors. Yeah. Also, removal, I've heard, is good. And there is Fel the Profane right here. There's also Grave Expectations. 1 black mana, choose one. Heist target opponent's library. Look at the top 3, or look at 3 random non-land cards from their library. Oh, I did already. Okay. Exile one of them face down. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. Spend mana as though or mana of any type. Interesting. Or exile 3 cards from your opponent's graveyard. You gain 3 life. I'm still going to take the removal spell, but that's interesting for sure.
So, Stealth Death, how are you doing today?
Bastion of Remembrance. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1. You gain 1. When it enters or attacks, exile a card from a graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. Has flying as long as a card exiled has flying. First strike, double strike, death touch, hex, okay.
Tickle him.
I guess I take that over the Bastion?
Erica is here saying, gasp. Champion card collector from Poughkeepsie, New York? Indeed they are.
In fact, they say.
I sure am.
And what is up, Erica? Happy Magic Monday. Okay, I mean, it's Hostage Taker because it's the only thing close to our colors. Guess we'll probably ditch good old Micaeus here. And Amy, guess what? You get your boots.
Yay! In the sideboard.
Yes. We don't need the land, and Gutterbones came back, so nice. Gutterbones it is. Followed by still a white-black land nonetheless. Oh. Well, Erica's here, so we got Sorin of House Markov. We have Elish Norn, Mother of Machines.
Erica, you brought luck with you.
We have Grief. When Grief enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an online card from it. They discard a card. Or you can evoke it to exile by exiling a black card from your hand. Or there's the Meat Hook Massacre.
Oh my god. Erica, look what you brought with you. I'm sorry about the grief, but...
Soren cares about lifelink, and there's Extort present. I think I'm just taking Meat Hook Massacre.
Really?
Yes.
You don't take Elish Norn?
No. We're not in white.
Oh, okay. We have a black-white land and Micaeus.
And?
Okay.
It's not that Elish Norn.
Oh, okay.
It's the one that duplicates triggers.
Oh.
She's a 5-mana 4/7 Vigilance. She's not a bad card, don't get me wrong. But she's not the Elish Norn that you're thinking she is. That gives all your creatures +2/+2 and all their creatures -2/-2,
yeah.
Which is insane. Although Meat Hook Massacre could give all their creatures -2/-2.
That art on that Elish Norn, though, is fucking sick.
I'll agree with that. Yawgmoth, Thran Physician, Inferno Titan.
Oh.
There's Stonecoil Serpent as well. Pro multicolored. There's Legion Warboss.
I like him.
Yeah. Infernal Grasp. That's tough, actually. I'm not in love with these two mythics, I won't lie. Maybe I'm wrong for that.
What's this land that looks like the John Avon land that we have, and then it's like a dead bird?
Yeah. It's because it can become a bird if you pay 3 mana. 1 white, blue. It becomes a 2/3 white and blue bird with flying that's still a land.
No. Get out.
Because I'll take Inferno Titan.
Erica says, "Hi, my loves, with a heart. I'm good. My first explicit NS.
That's not safe. Not safe for work.
Okay. Script was uploaded to Jam's Patreon today as an audio.
Awesome. Congrats.
Okay. If that Chandra comes back, she's good for us too, I think.
Okay, good to know. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, the controller may pay a life. If they do, they draw a card. And then for 7 mana, discard X cards. Exile the top X cards of target opponent's library. You may play them. I mean, it's Gix. Or Rankle, Master of Prankles. It's probably Gix. And then there's still Blood-Soaked Champion, Extinction Event, Sapphire Collector. Oh, that cares about Mox Sapphire and blue mana. Or Magda the Horde Master. Cares about committing crimes. Which is great. But I'll still take Gix over Magda. Maybe Magda comes back. Maybe. Look at that art for Watley. My God.
That's so cool.
Incredible. Love it so much.
Okay. Champion says Inferno Titan. Yay, I would have picked the Titan too.
Yeah. It's very good. Hey, guess what, Amy and Erica? It's another Elish Norn, and still not the one that we were talking about it possibly being, although this one's still very good.
I hope the Blood-Soaked Champion comes back.
Fair.
Oh, what? Because it's in the name? I'm just messing.
All right, we only have 2 instants, no sorceries, so Young Peasy, probably not what we're doing.
Young Peasy.
Young Peasy.
Well, I mean, you should take her, LOL.
I mean, probably. She's pretty good. She's double white, but with this pack being what it is, I'll take her for the sideboard, and if we end up with more, like, possible, like, white splash lands, we'll do that. But I'll take her for the sideboard. There wasn't much for us in that pack, to be honest. In the Trenches, our creatures get +1/+1 for 6 mana. Exile a non-land permanent you don't control until In the Trenches leaves the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery and only once, and it's 3 mana. Recruiter of the Guard is 3 mana. You may search your library for a creature with toughness 2 or less. Or White Orchid Phantom, 2 mana, 2/2, flying first strike. But again, those are all the white cards. Fanged Flames, it's removal. There's Raucous Theater as well. I guess I'll take the removal. If we're 2 colors and we're not really splashing a third, then we don't care as much about the dual lands. I mean, they're good, don't get me wrong, but like we're not hurting for them.
Right.
So I'll take Fanged Flames because removal is important.
Marcus is here saying sup, and Erica says, oh my god, please take prime time for the meme.
I did not, and I'm sorry for that, but also I'm not sorry for that. Oh, look at that gorgeous Stoneforge Mystic.
That's very
art.
cool.
Oh, it's so good. Special guest Stoneforge Mystic. There is Sedgemoor Witch. She makes pests. Amy will be happy.
Yeah.
There's Seasoned Pyromancer. Discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards. For each non-land card discarded this way, make a 1/1 red elemental. There's Krenko. Whenever it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter, then create a number of goblins equal to his power. It's probably Krenko here. Ooh.
Seasoned. Is that like Salt Bay?
Yes.
Just like...
Yes. It's salt and pepper in his hair, maybe.
Oh.
There's Woe Strider, which is good. There's Goblin Bombardment. I'm sure you love that art.
Yeah, it's cute.
And Professional Facebreaker. 3 mana, 2/3 menace. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, make a treasure. Sack a treasure, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn.
I respect it.
You respect the Facebreaker?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take Woe Strider. It's a good card. I mean, there's Rakdos. There's Urbrask's Forge. Oh, it's definitely Urbrask's Forge. That's such a good card. Like, I want Rakdos the Muscle because he's in our colors. But this card's so good. And then once you get to Terror of the Peaks plus this, it's, like, really disgusting. Because each turn, the creatures get bigger and bigger and bigger. And if they don't have artifact removal, they probably just lose. At least when I've come across Urbrask's Forge in the past, that's what's happened. Hey, Erica, guess what? Chandra came back.
She came back.
She sure did.
Erica says, my friend Austin played in a limited Grand Prix for whichever core set the Titans were in, and day 2'd with a deck that had Inferno Titan and Primeval Titan.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's very Titan-y.
Yawgmoth came back,
It's
so did...
tight.
Yawgmoth came back, so did Stonecoil Serpent. And Yawgmoth... I don't really love Yawgmoth. I'm going to, I guess, take Stonecoil Serpent. I mean, I imagine Yawgmoth is still here for a reason, and I don't think it's that no one's in black. Rankle came back, though, as did Blood-Soaked Champion and Sapphire Collector. I mean, Rankle's, like, real good. But we were talking about Blood-Soaked Champion.
Champion says, boo, Cowboy Rakdos, boo. Rakdos will come back. Nobody loves him.
Yeah. I don't know if, what were there, like 9 cards in that pack? He'd have to be the last one.
Marcus says, oh, day 2ing with Titans is tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take the Tri-Land. We got Raucous Theater.
Okay.
Thank you. We got, I mean, but Erica's here. But this card is gorgeous.
Erica.
I'll take Teza. It's fine. And Portable Hole. Which means pack 3 starts with Shield Dragon.
I've got a portable hole. A few of them. We all do.
God damn it, Amy. Why?
That's the way it is, man.
Does it have to be?
I mean, I don't want to. I do want to have them. Erica says, I am a portable hole. Amazing. And Marcus is sideways crying, laughing a lot.
I mean, it's very funny. I'm going to take Shieldred. There is Trumpeting Carnosaur. It would be a good one. Shieldred's Edict is fine. Fight with Fire is pretty good. Especially in draft like this. There she is. We've seen all three.
Thanks, Erica.
We've seen all three.
We love you too.
There's Knight of the Ebon Legion, though. Like this, or Rampaging Raptor. 4 mana, 4/4. +2/+0. When it deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker or battle that they control. No, it's just Knight of the Ebon Legion. Incredible card. Incredible. We're not splashing for double white 7 mana Elesh Norn. I'm sorry. I want to, but there are still good cards in our colors. Congrats to whoever we pass this Elesh Norn to, and the other Elesh Norn that we passed, but you don't get all three of them. We took one. So.
Wow.
But yeah, Knight of the Ebon Legion is very good. Especially if it's in our opening hand. Oh, Jesus. Wow, there's a lot. Homicide Investigator. Whenever one or more creatures you control die, investigate. Triggers only once each turn. Dragon Wing Glider is a 5 mana, 4 Mirrodin equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and flying and haste. Zealous Conscripts. Steal a thing. Untap it, it gains haste. Siege Gang Commander. 5 mana, 2/2. Make 3 1/1s. Tap 2, sack a goblin. Deals 2 damage to any target. Oh, God. In 5 drops, what's better? Five mana, 4/4 flying haste? Maybe?
Sounds
is
pretty
better?
good. Godolope is here saying Magic Monday.
What is up, Godolope? Yes, happy Magic Monday to you. Okay, not as many options for us here in this pack, and by that I mean 1.5 options. Oh no, Luris counts. So like 2.5 options. Cult Conscript enters tapped, tap 2, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. Only if a non-skeleton creature died under your control this turn. Plarg, you can discard a card to draw a card or reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-legendary non-land card with mana value 3 or less. That's a lot of caveats. I'll just take Luris. Obviously, we're not companioning it, but it's still a 3/2 lifelink that we can get small stuff back with it.
And it's got a cute baby.
Of course. Archangel Elspeth. Jesus. There's Pile On. Destroy target creature or planeswalker and surveil 2. Happily take that one. There's Bloodthirsty Adversary. 2 mana, 2/2 haste. When it enters, you can pay 3 any number of times. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, put that many +1/+1 counters on this. Then exile up to that many instants and or sorceries with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard and copy them. So yeah, that's not for our deck.
Imagine a cosplay of that one, Erica. What do you think?
It's awesome, right?
Hot.
That crown would be a little difficult to pull off, but
Oh, it'd be so good.
but yeah, Pile On, absolutely incredible card. There's Magma Opus here. Someone's gonna get hooked up if they're playing that deck. That's a good card. There's Black Cleave Cliffs. There's Godric, Cloaked Reveler. 3 mana, 3/3 haste. Celebration. As long as 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn. Godric is a dragon with base power and toughness 4/4, flying, and for 1 red mana, dragons you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. It loses all other creature types. Grim Lavamancer, red, tap, exile 2 cards from your hand. It deals 2 damage to any target. I will happily take Godric here.
Erica says, oh man, I have a great story about how my friend Reeve accidentally insulted me because his brain is dumb sometimes. LOL.
Oh no, okay. Exile target card from a graveyard. When a creature card is exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to activate abilities of creatures you control. Creatures you control with counters on them have all activated abilities of all creature cards exiled with the Soul Cauldron. I don't see a need for that. Cackling Observer, when it enters, they reveal each non-land card in their hand. You choose one and exile it. When it leaves, they seek it something with lesser mana value. Sure, I'll take that. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Stoke the Flames, 4 damage to any target with Convoke for 4 mana. Tenacious Underdog, Blitz and 2 life. You can cast it from your graveyard using its Blitz ability. It's actually pretty good. There's Mishra's Bauble as well. Or Stoke the Flames. Maybe I need Stoke the Flames for removal purposes. Fight with Fire as well. We talked about how good that is. Yeah, we're getting towards the end here. This Rampaging Raptor came back, so I'll take that happily. Homicide Investigator and Siege Gang Commander and Zealous Conscripts came back. I guess I'll take Siege Gang because I was debating between that one and the other 5-drop-in red that we took. I'll take Cult Conscript because we were debating on that one before as well. I mean, I could just take Elspeth because it's Elspeth. Sure, Elspeth. Grim Lavamancer, sure. Probably just goes to the sideboard. And we're waiting for our last pick because we were holding up the line here. Literally another card that I was thinking of taking. It's probably not as good as I think it is, but
it's okay.
Yeah, we also have a lot of cuts to make. Specifically, 11 of them. Jesus.
Oh boy.
Go ahead.
Erica says, so Reese, so it's not Reeve, it's Reese, was trying to say, I know you aren't attracted to women, but saying, I know you aren't a woman enjoyer.
Oh. Weird.
But what he actually said was, I know you're not a woman.
Oh, no.
Followed by a long pause. LOL. Okay.
That's like when Amy just called you Eric.
There was a whole sentence I was trying to say in that moment, and it all fell away.
Yes, it only came out as Eric.
Just a portion of your name. That's it. I did real well that night. Marcus says, it's better than you're thinking it is.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. You may spend mana's... okay. So you can just tap this at any time to exile any card from a graveyard. So if it's a creature card presumably from your opponent's graveyard, but I mean, obviously I could do it from my own if I really wanted to. Put a +1/+1 counter on one of our creatures. And then if it's one of our creatures that has a +1/+1 counter on it, it gains all the activated abilities of all the creature cards exiled with the Soul Cauldron. Okay, cool. Well, anybody who's better at Cube than me, which is probably literally anybody that can hear my voice right now, you're more than welcome to suggest some cuts for this deck, because I am all ears.
Yeah, this
all
is going to be tough.
Yeah.
Godalope says, pauses can mean so much. LOL. Erica says, so I said, hey, you want to finish that sentence in a way that doesn't make you a jerk? And he said, yes, I do. In absolute panic.
Yep.
That's cute.
Yeah, and so you may discard a card. If you do create a treasure and choose ambitious... I don't know that I like this guy. Like, he's a mythic in our colors, but, like, we don't have a lot of, like, graveyard recursion-y type things. So I'd really just be, like, discarding cards that I could use and instead seek other random ones. So, like, I don't know.
Champion says, what's your removal pool look like?
Stoke the Flames, Fell the Profane, Pile On, Fight with Fire. Does one of Chandra's abilities do anything? No. Meat Hook Massacre, Searing Blood, Fanged Flames, and then, I mean, creatures in general that do stuff like Terror of the Peaks, Siege Gang Commander,
So that.
I mean, that's enough.
Yeah, yeah. Marcus says, Crucius is a build-around.
Yeah.
It's more for constructed commander than anything.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, and Inferno Titan, obviously. So, yeah, that's my removal suite. I think it's okay. I mean, especially for black-red. But...
you got stuff.
Some.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to get us water.
Oh, here, let me...
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Busy week this week. As a reminder, everybody, if you were not here at the top, Wednesday, starting at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, this Wednesday, 2 days from now, we will be live here on this channel for as long as humanly possible for us. We will be playing in the Bloomborough Streamer event, sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. Hopefully you'll be able to join us for any and all of that stream that you would like. We would love to have you. Like I said, 5:30 p.m. Eastern is when we start, and we will end whenever we end. I imagine midnight-ish. I make no promises. It'll all kind of be dependent on how we feel and how the event is going. So we'll see. But do I want Luris here? Feels like an incredible card, but obviously, no, I guess it still allows us to cast a permanent spell, so we could still cast Stonecoil Serpent and Hangerback with Luris. A lot of times if it just says, like, bring them from your graveyard to the battlefield, they would just immediately die because they'd be 0/0s. But Luris lets us actually cast them, so we would be able to pay mana costs for them to make the creature actually have a power and toughness. And it's 2 or less, so it would have to be one of these 7 cards. Which, I guess, again, people that play Constructed more than I do can tell me maybe 7 targets isn't enough for Luris. Maybe it is. Krenko, are you good enough at 3 mana for a cube? If we're not, like, heavy into other goblins. There's Gix, which I do enjoy.
7 targets seems fine. 7 isn't enough. So, Champion feels like 7 is enough, and Marcus feels like it's not.
Amazing. I love that.
Are they actually both, like, saying different things? Or
Yes.
is Marcus just... Or is 7 actually a lot, and Marcus is just, you know,
No.
about it?
No, really. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's honestly what was going on in my brain in that moment where it's like, 7's not enough, but 7 could be enough, but it's not enough, but it could be like. So chat has just nice one. God. Chat, what did you?
I like hiccuped.
Yes,
but
I was gonna
guess.
make a joke that you got alcohol in your glass, but you did not.
No,
we could, but you didn't.
Cranberry juice.
Yeah, exactly. Cackling Observer. It's probably not what we want. This card's like weird. Reveals each non-land card in their hand. You choose one of them and exile it, and then they get a different card. And it's a random one, but still.
I do have the hiccups now. Okay.
Lovely.
Kelch.
We call them hiccups. So yeah, same idea. Shieldred, what do you do besides?
It was
being
very
incredible?
violent, so yeah, I feel like it was more like a belch.
All right, so 5 mana 4/5 with Menace. When she enters the battlefield, each opponent sacks a non-token creature or planeswalker. And then for 5 mana, we can exile Shieldred, return it to the battlefield transformed, only as a sorcery and only if they have 8 or more cards in their graveyard. And then Chapter 1 of the True Scriptures is for each opponent destroy up to 1 target creature or planeswalker they control. Then Chapter 2, each opponent discards 3 cards, then mills 3 cards. And then Chapter 3, put all creatures from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. Then, because that's not good enough, exile this card and return it to the battlefield as Shieldred again. Stupid.
It is stupid.
I know.
Hiccup is funnier, Marcus says.
Good.
And now my hiccups have stopped.
There you go. There you go.
Anomalous.
What do I cut?
Erica says, also, Joe, I don't know if you and Amy plan to play any more Ace Attorney games on Video Games for All, but I need you to know I just cross-examined an orca, and this court is a sham.
I mean, we cross-examined a parrot, right?
Yes, we did. But In parrots' defenses, they can speak.
It's true.
I mean, orca technically speak, but humans don't understand what they say.
It's true. Very true. This court is a sham.
So, is it a sham wow? Because the orca's probably fairly wet.
Wow. Very nice.
So, that might actually help.
Yeah, but it's got all the oil on the outside of it, you know? Don't they? No?
Does it?
I thought so.
Oh. Okay.
I'm okay with the suggestion in chat right now.
Champion says, I would cut the Dragonwing glider.
Fair. It's expensive. But
But then I would also get blown out by it too.
For sure. It's a 5-mana 4/4 flying haste. I mean, you know. But there are a fair number of 5-drops with us right now, so that's fair. I can cut that. I still need at least 7 more cuts, but probably, 7 or 8.
Erica says, not, but could be a Shamu.
That's awesome.
Shamu. That was really good, Erica. I liked that one a lot. Godolope says, he was blubbering the whole time. Nice.
I love it. I know Erica mentioned it. I might cut Chandra here. I might.
Champion says it's not aggro enough. Aggro in quotes. Godolope says ShamWow, LOL, Shamu, or Shamu, LOL. Marcus says, I didn't see Meat Hook. Luris looks better.
Okay, because we can be a lot more aggressive with these because we can then get them back, and Meat Hook gives us benefits for that if we do that. Okay. Or are you saying, yeah, okay, no, I get it. All right, maybe Krenko comes out.
We still have so many.
I know.
Help. Chat. Help. Champion says Chandra's Acolyte is good, but not great.
Yeah, so because a lot of the stuff that I was looking at, I was like, oh, well, with Terror of the Peaks on the battlefield, this would be a really good card. And it's like, Terror of the Peaks, knowing my luck, Terror of the Peaks may never be on the battlefield. Let's be real.
But I'm here.
Sure. It hasn't helped any of the other times.
Nope.
Like any of the other times.
It's helped you draft Gruul pretty frequently.
That's true too. Well, I mean, you know what? We do okay with the cards that we get past and that we open. And then, the pilot messes things up. So
Champion says I would keep the small stuff and the bombs. Keep the removal too. TP wins without the Acolyte.
Yeah, Terror of the Peaks is just good. It's just a good card. It's also just a 5/4 flyer. It doesn't really need all the other text, but it has it, and it's incredible. Sure.
Godolope says, what would best with handland?
Yeah. That's what we do around here, is just draw a lot of land. I mean, if we were able to play out Urabrask's Forge and then draw nothing but lands, I still feel like that's a viable game, sort of, maybe. They don't have Trample, though, right? So never mind, I'm lying to you. Oh, it does have Trample. Trample and Haste. So yeah, you know what? Viable game. But okay. my dream today is to have Urabrask's Forge ticking up and then play Terror of the Peaks on curve, pass to combat, get the creature, and then just have Terror of the Peaks ding them out with Urabrask's Forge creatures over and over and over again until the game ends. That's Magical Christmas Land for me.
Sounds good.
I think so, yeah.
No, it's Magic the Gathering.
Oh, well. Then I gotta stop playing, I guess.
You're just gonna stop playing Magic the Gathering now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All All right, so I'll take that rampaging dude out. It's like 4 mana, 4/4 that could hit planeswalkers on their side. They won't have any battles because we don't have any battles, but that's fine. We'll get rid of that.
Yeah, battle's not in chat tonight.
Wow.
So we don't have any.
Nice. Very nice.
Or not so far. Maybe we'll be later.
Again, like Woe Strider and Luris are cool together. And obviously, like, 2-card combos aren't something that I'm, like, fishing for necessarily. So if folks have strong feelings on Woe Strider, I mean...
Slender Man.
Is that what you feel like it reminds you? Yeah. This reminds you of? Look at that giant horned goat. That's a 0/1.
That's very ridiculous.
Let's see.
It reminds me of the goat marionette from The Sound of Music.
Oh, sure. Lady, oh, lady, lady, ooh.
Yes.
That was like the worst yodeling I've ever heard in my life. I'm sorry. I like really didn't commit to it at all. I was more focused on like miming puppeteering because that's definitely what needed to be done there.
I mean, to a degree. Champion says, I like Woe Strider more than the Forge.
Oh, okay.
And Marcus says the escape on Strider is a non-bow with Luris.
Fair point. Yeah, I just meant like being able to sack these freely to Woe Strider. But it literally gets you a scry.
Champion says, I'm also not in love with the Stone Coil Serpent.
That's fair.
You're naming like all the things I like. Which is par for the course. Just take out all the cards that Amy enjoys, and then you've got yourself a good deck.
Yeah, I guess so. As Amy tends to say a lot, I do tend to kill the things that she loves.
You do.
In video games. That is what I do.
Always kill the things that I love.
All right. Couple more
Even
cuts.
Steggy babies.
Especially Steggy babies. That is from our Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time playthrough for those who have not seen it and would be interested in doing so. Okay. This Scavenger's card. Do we care? 3 mana 2/2. When it enters or attacks, exile target card from a graveyard and give it a counter. It has flying if the creature has flying. First strike, double strike, death touch, haste, hexproof, indestructible, lifelink, menace, reach, trample, and vigilance.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
Well, it's right, and it's only if the creatures that it exiles have that.
Ah. Dudes and removal.
Yeah, so in other words, keep dudes and removal.
Oh. Erica says, speaking of cards I like, I recently had to stop playing Commander at 1 LGS because people decided blowing up my pet cards in games for no other reason than they were my favorites was funny.
Ah, that's messed up. All right.
Like the Luris baby.
What?
It's so cute.
I know you like the Luris baby. It's very cute.
I want that as my pet.
But Luris is protecting it. You're not going to get it. Try to get at that baby with that standing over it. You're going to have a bad time.
Fine.
Fine.
Luris will be my pet.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yes.
My mistake. All right. I mean, if we're saying dudes in removal, then we're cutting the Forge, I guess, because literally every other card in the deck is a creature or a removal spell. So.
Marcus says scavengers can go.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, good.
But then, I want to tickle them.
Well, you can tickle them on your own time, I suppose. What is our deck box?
Taza.
Taza. She's part black. Do you care?
Oh. Well.
So there's Elish Norn, there's Micaius, there's Archangel Elspeth, and there's Portable Hole for white cards, mono white cards.
Okay, well, it's going to be Elishnorn then.
You got it. And then sleeves.
There you go, Erica. I couldn't give you Taza, but Elishnorn.
What sleeves are we using?
Let's see. We could do a goblin since you had to cut the goblin.
You got it. Want to switch up the companions as well?
Yeah. We talked about marionettes, so we'll go back to Jace.
I've waited so long. Okay. And avatars are staying as Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do it, y'all.
Champion says, yay, cut the forge.
I did not cut the forge. I am curious. I really think it's cool. And again, as you mentioned before, I get blown up by the card all the time. Like, it hits the field on curve, and I'm just like, oh, I'm dead.
Oops.
Because, I mean, think about it. We're running no artifact and enchantment removal in this deck, I don't think. So, if somebody plays an artifact against us that we need to deal with, we will just die. Qualario? Really? Alright, fine. Hopefully we draw a land by turn 3, otherwise I'm going to have to play this one. But there's the Forge. 4 mana and 5 mana. I mean, look, if we can draw some land, this is a hell of a curve. I'll keep it. Alright, if I don't draw a land, I'm going to do the right thing. If I don't draw a land right now, I was going to do that, but now I can just play the Blood-Soaked Champion on curve. Damn it, man. Alright, fine. It's fine. I'll draw another land.
Damn it. I have to play a good card on curve.
It's true. Hey, we drew Gonti as well. Combat. Attack for 2. Jadar. Make a 2/2. And pass. Seems okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oops.
Cultivate. They get lands. They're ramping. They're so far green-blue. Continue to be green-blue. We drew another 1-drop, which means that we can play this tapped and feel okay about it. Or actually, maybe we just pay the 3, get the Forge, and swing? Sure, let's do it. Forge, swing for a lot. They are at 12. Pass. Seems good.
Champion says the black-red aggro deck has no artifact or enchantment removal. Equals, they built it correctly. Maybe it's the wrong deck archetype, but it's the correct formulation of the deck. It's the best built bicycle at the drag race.
Got it. All right, well, good.
Formulation.
I was like, I felt you struggling with it. I'm like, no, don't do that. You don't need to struggle.
I mean, I needed to say that correctly because that was great.
Yeah. All right. So there's Gonti or there's Rekindling Phoenix. They played Teferi. And basically everybody but Jadar here, I kind of don't care. So just go to combat. And these 2 attack Teferi, and this one attacks our opponent.
Erica says, does RuPaul host that one too? Amazing. Champion says, I would watch RuPaul's bike race.
Only if you attacked this turn. So I could get that back, but why would I? Why wouldn't I just get back one of these? Or not get back, play one of these. And right now, if we're being that aggressive, we'll just play the 4-powered flyer. And then get another 2/2. Okay, cool.
Marcus says, "Stop reading my mind, Erica." Erica says, "May the best cyclist win."
No removal, huh? But we did get a 5th land. And so they have a 6/5 with reach and a 6/6, which is very unfortunate. So I guess I just play Terror of the Peaks, get a 3/1, and deal 3 damage to our opponent. See, there's the combo. Done. We're doing it, everybody. Every time this creature comes down with Urbrask's Forge, deals 1 more damage than previous to our opponent's face.
Drop the dragon.
You're damn right. Says. You're damn right. Phyrexian Metamorph coming in as a copy of Terror of the Peaks. Okay. No big deal. Hangerback.
They want our stuff.
Hangerback Walker could deal 2. This is 1. Basically, the Forge will come down and deal 4 damage to something. That kills their Terror of the Peaks. And it's not a spell, so it would just kill it. We wouldn't have to pay 3 life. We could play Gonti and, like, steal their stuff, I guess.
Champion says, "Oh no, now he has the best creature on the board too."
Yep, but now he doesn't. Yes.
Thank you, Qualario.
But that's what I'm talking about. That is all I wanted. Just like every turn, it's just 1 more damage than it was. Because like this turn we killed Terror of the Peaks. Next turn we killed Bonnie Paul because it's a 5 powered creature. And just over and over until they're just very, very dead. Okay. Perfect. Okay, we did it. Next.
I love this art.
It's gorgeous. Just a basic plains.
I thought you said it was an island.
Oh, sorry. That's what I meant. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh. This person's name is question mark, upside down question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Hey, look, the Forge. And we have the mana for Luris appropriately as well. This is fantastic. Okay, what a cool hand.
Oh, what are their sleeves?
The Ulamog
cereal.
The cereal.
They have to make the cereal gray.
Yep. It's devoid of flavoring.
And color.
It sure is colorless. We draw another mountain. That's good for Terror of the Peaks. I like that. Next turn, we have to decide between Luris and Urbrask's Forge. I think we get the Forge going as quickly as possible, and then play Luris after. Oh, they killed my Gutter Bones.
Oh.
That's fine. We have ways of getting it back, and with, like, specifically with Luris. But we're actually going to go like this, play the Forge, and then swing for 1.
Erica says, speaking of Drag Race, they're producing seasons like Magic produces sets. Wow. Okay.
That's awesome.
Champion says, that is 1 game for the Forge over the Slug people?
Yeah, I guess so. Fight with fire, 5 damage. What's this thing? It's just a 2/2 flying haste. Okay. Let's play Luris for 3. Next turn we get Terror of the Peaks. Attack for 2.
Godalope says, I've probably asked before, but what's curve?
And I know somebody answered. I would have been able to as well, but you can keep reading.
Champion says, curve is what it's all about at Rules by Grace. Oh my god.
What the hell is this thing? Target creature you control perpetually gets +1/+0. Then choose a creature in your hand. It perpetually gets +1/+0. What the hell is this? Get this the hell out of here. I have to kill this with Fight with Fire next turn. Fine, I don't play... Oh, no, never mind. I don't have to do that. Terror of the Peaks, make the Forge thing, and then kill the 0/1. That's fine. All taken care of. And then the turn after, we kill the Devastator. It's all going according to... Oh, it's Gisa!
Nice.
Amazing. Okay, well, let's go like this. Play Terror of the Peaks.
So Marcus says hold Luris until you can see it. Use it immediately.
Oh, okay.
Eric.
I did not do that, unfortunately, but
Okay. Erica says go to Lope. Curve is basically being able to play a 1 mana spell on turn 1, 2 mana spell on turn 2, and so on.
correct. Virtue of Loyalty to make a 2/2 to kill Luris. Okay, that's fine. Luris is a good card. Don't get me wrong, but right now, not what we're winning with. So, Gisa with Terror of the Peaks and the Forge. Okay, so Terror's gone. Okay, that's fine. Totally fine. We have Fight with Fire still, so we're going to be able to play Gisa. Forge 4-powered creature. Get him down to 8.
It's one thing to fight with fire, but play with fire?
Always play with fire.
Not a great idea.
Non-creature spells cost more next turn, so Fight with Fire would cost more, but I can still do either of these if I really wanted to. Yeah, I've got options. In fact, I probably still play Fight with Fire regardless because it's... ooh, Wormcoil. Oh, boy. Because it is committing a crime. So, we can...
Champion says it's also a theory of deck construction that states dropping nothing but Terror of the Peaks is bad. That you want some lower mana value things too.
Sure. Alright, so they get any creature or planeswalker from their graveyard back onto the battlefield. Ah, the Prairie Survivalist, of course. Good card, good card. Okay, this is becoming an interesting game pretty quickly. Thankfully, the Forge makes a 6-powered creature next turn, which means they're going to have to answer it somehow, and they don't... The Wormcoil Engine is an 8/6 with lifelink. Okay, so no blocks on that. Not right now. Oh, they said good game because they have Embercleave. I guess if you have Embercleave, if you have one busted mythic on another busted mythic, I guess I lose. Sure, you got it.
Thank you, the Riddler.
What a good one. I mean, like, did I have fun in the match? I guess. Like, I lost because, you know, busted invisible card that there's, like, I guess I should have guessed that they had, but, like, what the hell do I know? So, sure, I'll say I had fun.
I feel like they don't ask that question just when you lose. I feel like they ask that question, like, when the game goes quickly.
Sure.
Right?
Or when you lose 26 to -6.
Oh, maybe. So Erica says at Champion, only if the queens do enough padding, otherwise they don't have curves. LOL.
That's awesome.
Marcus says if Terror lives, next turn is crazy.
It's true. Forge comes down, deals, like, the Forge creature comes down, Terror deals damage. When you commit a crime, Gisa makes creatures. Those creatures deal damage thanks to Terror. Like, it would have been really busted. They did the right thing by playing whatever the Elspeth Saga thing was. This is an okay hand. Sure, let's do it.
And we have a new person here in chat. I assume you pronounce that Logic. Just saying R.I.P.
Yeah, I did die. But yes, welcome to the stream.
Yes, and please leave your pronouns for me in chat if you would, since you're new.
Evolved Sleeper, eh? Okay. Actually, that's a really... we need another red. I was going to say that's a cool curve, but we need another red. But it's fine. We have the Forge again. 3rd game in a row. Okay. Tapped land, which means the Evolved Sleeper can evolve, but only become a 2/2. Because Evolved Sleeper, for 1 black mana, it becomes a 2/2. Then, after it's become a 2/2, you can pay 2 to make it a 3/3. We did get the red for the Rekindling Phoenix. That's damn good. Play the Forge. Might as well attack with the 1/1 that it makes, but not with Jadar. Decayed, that's fine. Block the 1/1, you got it. Yeah, it can become a 3/3. for 2 mana, and then after that, at any point for 3 mana, it can get a +1/+1 counter, then they draw a card and lose life.
Go to Lope says, LOL, the answers were way funnier than I intended.
Yeah, you got the real answer as well as a number of very funny joke answers, which is fantastic.
Yeah. Erica says, logic, my one weakness.
I will say for folks who are aware of how the law school aptitude test works, or the LSAT, which is a test, at least here in the U.S., that you have to take before you can be admitted to law school, and then you submit your grades to the schools, and they, decide if they want to select you or not for their school. There are 3 sections to the test. There is reading comprehension, there is a logic section, and there's an analytical section. Logic was my second best section. I did pretty well with it. Analytical was my best by leaps and bounds. Like I would get perfect scores on the analytical section. I just am really good at that. And then reading comprehension was piss poor. I was real not good at reading comprehension. So there you go. Learned something new about me today, I guess. But yeah, logic I was not bad at, especially because I had to make up for the fact that I was not good at reading comprehension.
Yeah, I'm not good at either of those things in real life either, so having nothing to do with law, obviously. But.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go to combat. Obviously, they're going to be able to evolve their evolved sleeper. I'm not attacking with Jadar, but I can attack with 2-powered creatures here. And it doesn't matter if either of them die to a 3/3. It is completely irrelevant. Because, like I said, they can just evolve their sleeper, make it a 3/3, block one of them, and then take 2. But both of them come back in some capacity at the end of the turn or next turn. So I don't care, and I get to play Rekindling Phoenix, second main, and then next turn, Terror of the Peaks, because we have the mana here for it right now. They just take it all, because they don't want to evolve their sleeper. I wonder what they have in hand that they saved their mana for.
Champion says, this round may go to the frog people that went into the trash over the forge. A 3/3 that did a thing thus far would establish a better board state. We will see how it shakes out.
Yeah, but the thing that it did was eat stuff out of graveyards, and there's nothing going to the graveyard, at least right now. Because, like, all the things that are dying are little tokeny dudes. Okay, there you go. Rekindling Phoenix dies. Now, on my upkeep, if I still have this 0/1, I will get my Phoenix back. I imagine because they killed it in the way that they did, or at the time that they did, since it's the end of my turn, or towards the end of my turn, I imagine they will have a removal spell for the 0/1 as well. And if they do, that's fine. Oh, they take my Phoenix back. Is that how this works? Return it from your graveyard to the battlefield that gains haste. Okay, so I don't have it anymore. They have it. They've stolen it. Interesting. But it also... No, it doesn't die to the forge. Interesting. Okay. Well, land... Terror.
Godolope says, I knew RuPaul was integral to Magic. Erica says, cover girl, but put some lands in your deck. Crying laughing face.
That's right. Alright, so they're reading the interactions here, and they're using Pylon with Convoke to kill Terror of the Peaks before the Forge creature comes down.
Champion says, blue mana, it would die to the frogs.
What would die to the frogs? The Phoenix? I mean, I guess I attack with Jadar. They are tapped out here, so they were saying blue mana in terms of, like, it could have been a counterspell of some sort, or card draw or something that,
Yeah, I just read that as if it was one sentence, but it was definitely 2.
All right, they're at 4. So we're going to make another 2/2. The Forge creature dies.
They say yes, the Phoenix.
Yes, the Phoenix.
Erica says, I don't know if anyone else gets these jokes, but I'm having fun with them, LOL.
Oh, they conceded.
Thank you, Saint Traft.
That's right. They're not the Geist of Saint Traft. They just are Saint Traft.
Yeah. Before it died.
I was going to say, Geist of Saint Traft would be a very good card for them to have. It's just a good card in general.
Champion says yes, the Phoenix. And yes, the jokes are funny, Erica.
For sure. We always appreciate jokes around here. Right? Wow. Okay. God damn.
I mean, yes, I appreciate jokes. It's puns I don't appreciate as much. But it's only if they're bad puns.
Holy shit. Okay.
Champion says, I don't think you're a drag.
Well, because you...
I appreciate your jokes, Erica.
This is very interesting. Okay.
Erica says, I'm glad because it's too late to apologize.
Amazing. Okay, Fel the Profane is here. I don't think we... I'll risk it.
Now every time I think of that apologize song, I'm just going to hear apologize. Every
Good.
time they say apologize.
Good, I'm glad. All right, they can play a 3-drop here, or up to a 3-drop here, thanks to the Pilgrim. They instead play Utopia Sprawl. Okay. I mean, more ramping is more ramping. I wonder if they are a Craterhoof Behemoth deck. It's definitely a possibility. Searing Blood, or just Gix. Yep. Gix, combat, 1. You're damn right I'll pay a life and draw a card. Gutter Bones. Cool. Okay.
It sounds like you had a disease, but like not a serious one.
Gix?
Just Gix.
Gix. Kid tested, mother approved.
Oh no. This is just going to be all night, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Look, if I gotta play Cube, we're doing something that makes me laugh.
Godalope says bad puns are the best puns. LOL, Erica.
Yeah.
And Champion says green had a lot of bombs in it. I would keep a removal spell around.
Oh, well, unfortunately, we don't have that option because I need the land. And we're going to let it enter tapped, and I'm going to play the Forge. Go to combat, and then swing with both for 2. And then pass. Oh, Hangerback Walker. We do have Searing Blood. I guess that counts as a removal spell.
Yeah. We burned our hand with pizza.
The pizza cheese. Forceful Cultivator. When it enters, search your library for a basic, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. Okay.
Better than burning the roof of your mouth with sauce.
It's fair.
Because that always happens.
Yeah. Foundry Groundsbreaker. Sack a land, conjure 2 cards named Mishra's Foundry onto the battlefield, tapped. And the Foundry is the 2 mana, make it 2/2. Tap 1, tap it. Target attacking assembly worker gets +2/+2 until end of turn. You got it. We drew the 5th land that we needed for a Terror of the Peaks. Go to combat, make a 2/2. Deal 2 damage to the, I guess, the Pilgrim?
A Champion says, they sure do love that Pilgrim for some reason.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's dead now.
Haha.
Shut up out there. Nobody asked you. Land, 2 unknown cards in their hand. Verdurous Gearhulk. That's a fun one. That is a fun one. 4+1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures they control.
Champion says, yay, good choice.
Yeah. Putting them all on the Groundsbreaker. It is a 7/8. Okay. You got it. Do they attack with said 7/8? They do. Notably, this can get Death Touch, but we need to pay 3 mana for it. So... no blocks. Take 7, go to 10. Thank you.
Oh, Joe, you should cosplay as Slimefoot.
Should I?
Yeah, because you have like a similar beard.
Oh. Okay, that's fair. I can see that.
Plus, I really want to make that hat.
Alright, so I could Searing Blood the Gearhulk? I don't think that makes much sense. Could wait a little bit on that. Bloodsoaked Champion can't block. Gutterbones enters tapped.
Champion says face tank, all part of the plan.
Your life total is a resource. That is correct. I could also just hang her back for a bunch.
Hang your back.
I could hang her back for 2.
Erica says, I'm cosplaying as Slimefoot every time I wear shoes with no socks.
Gross. Very gross.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so they give me the option to kill their lands, which I find very funny. So, sure, kill your land. And then hang her back for X equals 2. Auto pay. Kill your other land. Instead of the Gear Hulk, which I can just kill next turn, because now I make a 3-powered creature and kill your 2/3. And then attack for 5, I guess. Sure.
I feel like that turn went well.
It was interesting. I'm not quite sure what their rationale was for attacking or for turning those lands into creatures. Then was it to distract me and like I made the wrong choice based on what they have, or not? They suspended this for 4. The Crashing Foot falls, and they make 2 4/4s in 4 turns. Oh, they're double attacking here. What am I missing? Is this? Let's go ahead and block with Hangerback Walker here to get some flyers.
Champion says, would you get better traction on a bicycle with Slimefoot? It depends upon the nature of the slime.
That's right. Was this a desperation attack? I'm super curious now. Because they just suspended something for 4 turns and have 1 card in hand. Are they like gonna give their 7/8 like +6/+6 and trample or some shit? Because like if they are, I guess I lose. Holy shit. Okay. Yep, I sure do. Okay.
Thank you, Bledka.
Alright, so they played Trash the Town. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. It gains trample until end of turn. And then they didn't need to draw 2 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for 4 mana. Okay. Yep. No way I could have known that they had that card. I have not memorized the cube list. I probably could have remembered that Embercleave was a thing because it's Embercleave, but I would not have remembered Trash the Town. Okay, we're 2-2, and our only 2 losses were from surprise blowouts. Like, I'm okay with that. Ragnar is who we're facing. Ooh, I need water. Oh wow. New cards that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this will all work.
Here we go.
Yeah. Keep. On curve. Thanks, Bloodsoaked Champion. Good to see you. Pass.
Erica says, no forge. Send it back.
This hand sucks.
Just keep mulliganing because you keep not having forge in your hand.
That's right.
You're down to 1 card.
Alright, combat, attack for 2. I highly doubt they block here. So what does it say? Tap 2 to adapt 2. Whenever 1 or more counters are put on it, put a creature exiled with it under your control with a finality counter on it. Sure. That makes sense, right? Pass. Next turn is Woe Strider. Then Hangerback Walker on 4 and Shieldred on 5 as long as we draw a land in the next 3 turns.
I mean, all those things sound like finality counters to me. Champion says, but all of the games he's lost, he's played Forge.
Obsessed with that Forge. Also, all the games I've won, I've played with Forge, right? Or played Forge. Ooh, Rekindling Phoenix. Okay. I would need another red, and if I don't get it, I'll play Hanger back next turn. Okay. Pass.
And all of the game he's won, he's played Forge.
That's right.
That is correct.
I mean,
It's quite the conundrum.
it's going to get exiled. I don't care about the 0-1. Like, there's no reason to keep it around. I might as well scry 1. See if we're getting the land. We sure are. Thanks, deck. And then... Banalish Knight Counselor. Counselor? Let's... Pass.
Were you talking to the orca?
Yes. Yes, I definitely was. Oh, yeah, okay. We knew that there were 3 colors already. Mardu, in fact. Priest of the Schism, or Preacher of the Schism. 3 mana, 2/4, Death Touch. When it attacks the player with the most life or tied for the most life, make a 1/1 vampire with lifelink. When it attacks while you have the most life or are tied for the most life, you draw a card and lose a life. The Counselor has Enlist. Whenever it enlists a creature, you get a 1-time boon with, when you cast a creature spell, that creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay. So they can't use the Night Counselor this turn. So I don't know why they keep it, because they have to tap a non-attacking creature without Summoning Sickness, and their only other creature has Summoning Sickness, so...
I just want to say...
Can't enlist the Preacher, my friend. It says non-attacking creature without Summoning Sickness. Without. There you go. They got it. They would just lose their Counselor, unless they had something for 1 mana and they were, like, faking me out.
I just want to say, like, I love the whole aesthetic that they decided to, like, flavorfully go with. The whole stained glass on the armor thing. But can I just talk about the irony of stained glass as armor? Like, dude, you're doing it wrong.
They're really tanking on this attack step, which is very silly, I feel like. Okay, well, you can't have, like, even if you pump it and kill my Phoenix, I just get it back, because you don't have anything else, so... Okay, their creature just dies. 5th land, Shieldred, sack your only creature remaining.
Erica says Forge is an underrated X-Man.
I'll agree with that.
He's wearing an X-Man shirt right now. Forge isn't on there.
No, he's not, because he's underrated.
Exactly.
Although Iceman's not on here either, and, you know, I take personal offense to that.
Yes.
Hey, look! Urabrask's Forge!
Hmm.
I was going to say I take 1, but I really don't. I just block. So, they can choose to attack or not. Although we know how difficult it is for them to make decisions during their combat step. They did it. Sure. Right? Just give it Death Touch until end of turn? Nope, nothing. Okay.
Champion says, I like my X-Men on bicycles, supervised by RuPaul, wearing fabulous dresses.
Amazing.
Fair enough.
All right, let's go to combat, swing for 8. They go to 6, and then we play Hangerback Walker, X equals 3. Okay, 2 unknown cards in their hand. And we have the patented Geek for All hand land. Well, they played their land, so they only have 1 unknown card in hand. And they have a 2/1.
Oh, maybe we could convince the Montreal X-Men to go to go be on this show once you produce it.
By the way, no blocks. No need. They're reading Hangerback Walker, and they're passing. Okay. Well.
See, Holland is here saying hi. Oh.
They conceded.
We won.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ragnar.
Yes. And hello, C. Holland. Happy Magic Monday. Hopefully you are doing well.
Yes. Erica says, although my favorite X-Men are very much not underrated. Gambit, Nightcrawler, Jean, Rogue.
Fair. We get things. Do we want Dust Animus? Pitiless Carnage.
Yes.
A Richard Kane Ferguson art.
Ferguson.
Aloe Alchemist. Stingerback Terror. There's a fifth one, right? Where's the fifth one?
Down there.
Oh, thank you. Or Step Between Worlds.
Gotta be Richard Kane Ferguson, man.
We get to choose the second one as well, I believe.
Oh.
I could be wrong. Yeah, we get a second one.
Well, in that case, the aloe. Because I could use it on my tan that I definitely got, guys.
Oh, or we could get Gisa if you want.
Oh, Gisa.
Gisa it is.
I know it doesn't look like I got a tan, but I promise you I did.
She did. Yeah, I can attest to that.
Champion says every time an opponent plays a forge against Joe, they lose.
Yeah, not on curve though. Like they just like randomly played it out there and got destroyed. But
C. Hallen says I can now play Brawl if you ever need.
oh, nice.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Oh, look, it's a Feldegriff, and our opponent is MTG Place. Champion is an MTG Place.
Yeah. This channel is an MTG place.
That's also correct. That was a bad hand. This is a better hand, and it's got Forge in it. So, you know.
And Godric has a very big hand, if you haven't noticed. I mean, I know it's supposed to be like
Forced
closer,
perspective, yeah.
but it's like oddly large. I don't think they did that right.
Combat, swing for 2.
Or maybe they did it very right.
Godric, 2 or more. Okay.
Erica says, Champion, you're doing some real Republican research on this Forge, LMAO. Wow. Ouch, Erica.
So notably, next turn, when we play the Forge, and then go to combat, a second non-land permanent will have entered the battlefield, and so Godric will get to be a dragon. Could play Gonti, but I'm going to do the Forge. That's 1. That's 2. Sure, everybody attacks. You can kill one of my 2/1s, I guess. They come back. That's their thing. So sure, you got it. You're at 4 on turn before your turn 4. Pass. Sorry, you're at 5.
Champion says, LOL, I'm not pro or anti-Republican. I support frog people.
Godric is down, but Gonti is up? What do you need? Only if a non-skeleton died under your control this turn, so even if this died, it wouldn't work. So, combat, they'll go to 1? Unfortunate. Alright, swing. They're at 1, let's play Gonti, second main. Borrow one of these. I mean, that's pretty good. Oh, did they get it if I use the thing? Is that how it works? What does it say? No, not that. Oh, they can see it. Okay. No.
Thank you, MTG Place.
That's right.
And you're very much in the right there, Champion, because the frog people shall prevail.
Why?
Obviously.
Oh, okay, my mistake. Obviously. It's obvious.
Yeah.
Sure.
As any good anthropomorphized brand would.
That's right.
Champion
that is
says.
right. Yeah. BRXD Co. Okay. Oh, all right. We have 3 drops in hand. I mean, I guess I'll keep it. Sure. Weird. Black first. Agent of Rafine. Choose an opponent, conjure a duplicate of the top card of their library into your hand, and it perpetually gains mana of any type can be spent to cast this spell. Then they exile the top card of their library face down. So we don't get to know what it is, nor do we ever get access to it. Cool. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. That art.
Yeah. Sick.
Non-creature spells cost 1 more, but that's convenient because then we can play Godric followed by Urabrask's Forge and have it all still be on curve. Alright, cool. Let's do it. Thalia, actually a relatively good counter to the Forge. Metamorph, copying Godric, okay.
There you go, Champion. There's a good counter to the Forge.
There sure is, except it fuels my Godric, which is great. Attack for 5. They go to 10. I think we lose this race, but I mean, we've got stuff, so like. Solemn Simulacrum. Look at that sad robot.
Aww.
He's so sad.
Yeah. Doesn't look sad. Just looks like a robot.
He is a robot.
But he has guts, apparently, in his pecs. Is that what that is?
I don't know. That's a damn good question.
It
or is it
looks
just like
like it.
reflecting the environment around him? I can't
I
tell.
don't know. It looks like guts. It looks like he's see-through and you can see his guts. Erica says, might just win with Fight with Fire.
I wasn't sure about that because Fight with Fire, I mean, I need 10 mana, or if we kill Thalia, then like 9 mana to be able to hit them. I'm sure I'm not going to last that long. But I'll play Gonti as a Death Toucher. Stealing Maul of the Skyclaves.
Ooh.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And then go to combat. Get the Forge creature. Swing with both? No, just with the flyer. 4 in the air. I guess I play the land just in case. Forge goes away. Okay. I technically could have done 1 more point of damage. My bad.
We have Maul of the Skyclave.
Okay. Lots of attackers here. I'm at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just block Godric. And then we try to win with Maul of the Skyclaves. They have a 4/4 for blocking. How does this work? If we play Maul, then Godric kills, right? Because we play Maul, then the Forge creature comes down. Godric becomes a 4/4, 6/6, so we win. Okay, good. Auto pay the 4. Target Godric, because he's the only target. Another creature comes down, he gets bigger. We attack with both. Then we activate, make him bigger as well. And they block where they can. And they go to -1.
Thank you, Bradco, or BRXD Co.
That's right. That's right.
Could just be a funny spelling of Brad, I don't know.
Maybe. Rattleback Apothecary. Do you like this one?
It's odd. I won't lie.
She has rattlesnakes on her back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like rattlesnakes. I don't love the... Well, I like snakes. I don't really love rattlesnakes because I don't love the rattle. And I certainly wouldn't want that to be on my back perpetually, so...
But it's a part of you. It's not like they're going to bite you. You just mean like because it would be like unsettling
it would
all
be
the time?
annoying.
Sure.
Very annoying. Almost as annoying as these freaking earrings that won't stop jingling every time I'm emoting or talking or moving.
Oh, look. It's the Forge. It's Godric. It's Gix again. Cool. This is an interesting one. Ah, Raucous Theater on time. I like it. Because now we can just play it, let it tap. Meat Hook Massacre.
Ooh.
First time that's been available today.
Yes.
Fantastic. Ah, a 1/4 for 2.
That's a cool snake.
Sure. That's a cool what?
Snake.
Yeah. It's a snake druid, in fact.
Yeah.
And it has Jafar's staff from Aladdin. Like, that's just Jafar's staff, right? Like, we all know this.
No. It's that snake's staff. Jafar's dead.
Jafar's dead. He came back in Return of Jafar.
I missed that one.
Well, he also didn't die. He turned into a genie and was stuck in a lamp
Good.
for eternal torment. But then he came back. So it wasn't really that eternal. It was weird how that happened. But
That always happens, though.
they discarded Worm Coil Engine, which is probably a bad sign, if I'm being honest. Let's play Godric. And attack for 3.
Erica says the princess will marry me.
That's right. They used it to, like, control the Sultan.
All right, I'm gonna take a bio break.
Okay. I don't know if I like the 1/4 snake. It can't ride a bicycle. Vorinclex is here, by the way. That's scary. 5 mana Vorinclex, trample, reach, search for up to 2 forests, reveal them, put them into your hand, and then shuffle. Okay. They're ramping real hard. 4th land. Meathook Massacre would need to be X equals 6, which is not happening. Let's play the Forge, which makes it 1/1, which lets me attack for... Oh, he has reach. Silly me. No attacks. That almost ended very poorly for me. Oh, man. But you're so old. Stoke the Flames, 4 damage to any target. Not quite enough, although, yeah, this is a weird one. Approach of the Second Sun. Okay, a little scary. What the hell is this? Wingbane Vantasar. Conjure a card named Savage Stomp into your hand or Naturalize. Okay. Gonna try my hand at Store Championship in September, LOL. Aim is to not come last. Okay. That is perfectly viable, I think. Godric's dead. I mean, I'm definitely gonna lose this game, by the way, if that was a question. Yeah, we need X equals 6 for the Meathook Massacre, and we're gonna be well dead before that, so... The 5/6 doesn't have trample. So, sure. Woe Strider. Make an 0/1. Like most things, as long as you get to come at all, you're a winner. Incredible. Sure, attack for 2. You don't know what I have in my hand, right? You're not going to block. They blocked. Okay, that's fine. We'll just sack it and scry 1, because we're going to die anyway. Deck is it control? Okay, that's cool. I mean, Death Touch to stop the 5/6 from attacking in the future? Or the 6/6, I mean? Vorinclex? It feels like a lot to be able to try to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd have 1 mana left over. That feels bad. Okay. Still have Stoke the Flames. That's fun. Alright. Let's see what we got. Okay. We can actually kill Vorinclex here, by the way. Pass to blockers. Block Vorinclex with Woe Strider. I assume there's pump involved in some capacity. But I will try it. We'll see. I'm like I said, I know I'm losing the game. I just got to do the best I can. Vorinclex does die. I go to 5. And Elder Gargoyle. Okay. Okay. Again, still has trample, so still probably going to lose. But we do have Knight of the Ebon Legion coming up. We know that. The 0/1 blocks the 5/6. We take a lot of extra damage. Like, we're still dead. Let's play Knight. It's a sorcery for 5 damage. Not enough. What does this do? Exile a card from a graveyard. You can cast dinosaur spells from among cards you own, exiled with it. Okay. Combat, get a 3/3, or 3/1, excuse me. No attacks in the turn. It dies. Yeah, we're just floundering here a fair bit. So yeah, my plan is 0/1 blocks the 5/6, Knight of the Ebon Legion blocks the Gargaroth. If they swing out, I'm not dead. And then it fights. Still activate. Gives it death touch. Now doesn't die. And both... Oh, it's an 8/11. Never mind. But they both die. But now I die to the Gargaroth. So, okay. You did it. Sure. So this person's name is Telliot, I believe. Just, So, thank you, Telliot. We're at -3. They were at 24 when that game ended. Okay. That's the end of that draft. We went 5-3. 4,000 gold, which is great. We got a gem for our Strixhaven rare. We got a God's Willing uncommon from M20 and a Mirage Mirror from whatever this set is. War of the Spark, right? But yeah, we got our entry fee back. So cool. We will be playing more Cube next week because next Monday the set will not be live yet on Arena. So, was it from Amonkhet? Okay. Oh, it was Amonkhet Remastered. That's why. Because it was it was the set symbol that I didn't recognize. That's why. It was Amonkhet Remastered from here on Arena. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. We lost to Telliot.
Thank you, Telliot.
They played. Oh yeah, I said the same, but yeah, they played big, scary green creatures. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's draft again. We got literally 4,000 gold back, and we spent 4,000 gold to enter. So we're going to spend 4,000 more gold to enter again. And like I said, we'll be playing this more next week. So even if and when we don't finish this tonight, we'll finish it next week and then play another one. I'm sure.
Yes.
And also, we will be ending close to 10 because, if you're unaware, we're going to be streaming a lot this week.
Yes.
Many more hours on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that.
Yes, and I'm tired already. I've been trying to get a nap in today, which did not work because they decided to chainsaw a couple of trees across the street and then wood chip them. So
it was real loud.
Yeah.
I'm taking Lyra Dawnbringer because this card's incredible.
Yeah.
5 mana, 5/5, flying, first strike, life link.
Erica says, Liliana, my beloved.
3 mana, 3 loyalty, +1, up to 1 target creature gets -2/-1 until your next turn. Mill 2 cards for -2, then you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand, or -7, you get an emblem with at the beginning of your end step. Create X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens, where X is 2 plus the number of zombies you control. Cool. What do you do? Cerise, Slayer of Fear, 5 mana, 5/5, first strike, lifelink. Seems very similar to Lyra Dawnbringer. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, if you gained life this turn, seek a card with the highest mana value among cards in your library with mana value less than or equal to the amount of life you gained this turn. Jesus. Okay. Do you understand what that card does?
Nope. I wasn't even listening.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I'll take Lyra, and if we see angels, we can prioritize them, because it's cool.
There's an angel right there.
There is, and it's a restoration angel. That's a hell of an angel. Okay.
You're welcome.
There's Assimilation Aegis. 3 mana, artifact equipment. When it enters, exile up to 1 target creature until this leaves the battlefield. When it becomes attached to a creature, for as long as it remains attached to it, that creature becomes a copy of the creature exiled with Assimilation Aegis. There's also Falconwrath Aristocrat.
Ooh.
Which is such a good card that they literally named an archetype after it. Aristocrats. It's a 4 mana, 4/1 flying haste. You can sack a creature to give it indestructible until end of turn, and if the sacked creature was a human, Falconwrath Aristocrat gets a +1/+1 counter. It's very, very good archetype.
But we're still picking the angel?
Oh, God, yes.
Okay.
Oh, God. Resto's incredible. Resto, when it enters, you can exile a non-angel and then return that card to the battlefield under your control. So if they've put an enchantment or something on it or whatever, or if it hasn't entered the battlefield effect, it will leave and then come back.
Stucky Daddy.
Itali, Primal Conqueror, that then becomes Primal Sickness when it becomes a Phyrexian Elder Dinosaur. Oh. I get my boy. And with apologies to Champion that I'm not taking the Urborg Scavengers.
Champion says that. Erica, that's also a great slogan for RuPaul's Bike Race. As long as you get to come at all, you're a winner.
That's right. There's Nissa, by the way, Amy. 3 mana, 3/3 landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, add 1 mana of any color. Then, if this is the second time it's resolved this turn, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an elf or an elemental. So a little bit more of a build around, but it has the Lotus Cobra ability. Landfall, add mana.
Love Lotus Cobra.
It's a good card.
Not as much as I love Nissa, though, of course.
And not as much as I love Johnny, of course.
That's incorrect. Very misguided.
Wow, I see how it is. In the trenches, all your creatures, we looked at this earlier. Creatures get +1/+1. Exile target non-land permanent you don't control until this leaves the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery and only once. Or we could take Embercleave and play red-white.
But I want the glow-in-the-dark thingy.
Servant of the Stinger. It's cool art, but it definitely ain't the pick.
Okay.
Embercleave is the pick.
Well, yeah. It's Embercleave.
Yep. I'll take it. Molten Impact. 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If excess damage is dealt this way, note that excess damage. Then you get a one-time boon with when you cast an instant or a sorcery. This boon deals damage equal to the noted number to target creature or planeswalker and opponent controls. Interesting. There's also Lingering Souls. What does this do? Tap 1, tap sack a servo, make a Thopter. Tap sack a Thopter, make a 4/4. Because you can tap 2, tap it, make a servo. Tap 1, tap it, sack a servo, make a flyer. Tap it, sack a Thopter, make a 4/4. Interesting. It's weird. I mean, blood crypt, Molten Impact. Maybe it's Molten Impact. It deals 4 damage. It's removable. Why not? Oh, well, there's Maul of the Skyclaves.
Yeah.
Which is just a good card. There's Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, which is a good card. There is Bone Horde Dracosar. 5 mana, 5/5 flying first strike. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. If you exiled a land this way, make a 3/1 red dinosaur. If you exiled a non-land this way, make a treasure. Wow. Well, I'm taking the Maul of the Skyclaves.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Fair.
Hey, look, Amy, it's Nissa.
Yeah, again.
That's right.
I love her.
This is a very good Nissa, by the way. Whenever you tap a forest for mana, add an additional green. For +1, you put 3 +1/+1 counters on one of your lands. Untap it, and it becomes a 0/0 with vigilance and haste. That's still a land. Oh. This time we actually get to play Elish Norn.
There we go, Erica.
Yeah. There's Showdown of the Scalds, but it's just Elish Norn.
Yeah.
Sure.
Look at the little house. It's alive.
The Restless Cottage, yes.
It's screaming.
Yes.
Champion says, I would like to note that at no point during the entire last pod did Cowboy Rakdos ever pose a threat.
Sure. I mean, it's not technically a pod, right? Like, we didn't come up against anybody that we drafted with, but I still see your point.
Yeah.
Shatter Skull Smashing, I'm still not a huge fan of, but I really love Lion Sash. Like, really love Lion Sash. 2 mana.
Art's pretty cool.
Yes, it's a 2 mana 1/1 equipment cat. For 1 white, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a permanent card, put a +1/+1 counter on the Lion Sash. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on Lion Sash, and you can reconfigure it for 2 and equip it to something. Very, very good.
Nice.
I like it. There's Godric that came back. There's Perforos's Intervention, which is probably the pick.
But he's got such a big hand, though.
Let's give him a big hand. Yeah, I'm going to take Perforos's Intervention. It's removal, and if it needs to be, it's a big creature, whereas Godric just gets to be a big dragon. Okay, we haven't seen any more angels. Oh, the Assimilation Aegis came back. The Falconwrath Aristocrat came back. So did Unsrog the Quake Mole.
Yeah.
The Mole God. And Rabbit Battery. 1 mana, 1/1 haste.
Energizer.
Yes. Yeah. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has haste with reconfigure for a single red. Grim Lavamancer. Again, the Urborg Scavengers still here, as is Nissa.
Boo.
Jesus Christ.
Get your shit together.
Talking to me or the drafters at the table?
Everybody.
Everybody.
At the table. Aristocrat coming back is a signal.
I guess. Bloodthirsty Adversary and In the Trenches. Adversary cares about instants and sorceries, which we have 2 sorceries, so I'll take In the Trenches. I mean, the Foundry or the land. It's probably the land, just in case. Nexus of Becoming or the land. We get to splash green if we really want to. And Blood Tithe Harvester. Oh.
Wow. Again.
And Lily of the Veil. Erica. Erica. I sense you all over this. Right, there's no angels here. Legion's Landing is a cool one. But yeah, I mean, like, can we get to Elish Norn mana? I'm not so sure, but we're gonna try. I guess Luminarch Aspirant's probably the better pick here, to be honest.
No.
She's 7 mana.
What did Champion say?
What do you mean?
You gotta have removal, you gotta have bombs, and you gotta have little guys. Elish Norn's a bomb.
Okay.
A big one.
Okay. But yeah, I mean yes, this is a game-ending bomb, no question. I'm in no way gonna challenge you on that. Okay. Elish Norn it is. We can take the Wandering Emperor as well, because why the hell not? Just all the really good white mythics.
Erica says, just wait until you open another mythic wild card.
That's right. That's also Erica's fault.
Just blame everything on Erica.
Yeah.
Poor Erica. Champion says, you can try to get to Elish Norn mana. Do it.
Okay.
And hope Aspirant wheels.
That's what Marcus said.
Oh, Marcus said that. And said, it's too good to pass up when you're in the right colors.
Fair enough. We'll take Wandering Emperor here because, I mean, what am I going to take? Tribal Flames or Ephemerate over it? No, I'm going to take Wandering Emperor.
You're doing it, Joe. Just draft all the white bombs. But why didn't you just do that before?
If I were you, I
Champion.
simply would have drafted every white mythic that you saw. I don't understand why that was not the thing. Look, it's Atraxa. We can't take her. She's every color but red, and we're red-white, so no. There is red-white-green for Jetmir's Garden for this green splash that we haven't worked into at all. If you control 5 or more untapped lands, it enters with 2+1/+1 counters on it and a lifelink counter on it. Sure.
Ooh.
Lord Skitter, you're such a good card. Doesn't he look like Radigan from Great Mouse Detective?
Kind of, yeah.
Like, to me, he 100% looks like Radigan from Great Mouse Detective.
When I look at him, though, I don't see a rat. I see a hedgehog.
Okay, sure. I can see that. I think it's the long nose.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But with it almost looks more like quills or something behind him.
Sure. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So a porcupine, maybe.
What the hell?
Like, I know he's not, but...
There's Archangel Elspeth, there's Skyclave Apparition, and there's Glorybringer. Jesus. Why? Why? All right. Elspeth is not removal. Skyclave Apparition and Glorybringer are both removal, and one of them has Flying and Haste.
Yeah, but this Elspeth is an angel. When we started this draft, angels were... Oh.
She's not. It cares about creatures. Although I guess her -2 makes something an angel. But...
Oh, I read that right. Yeah. Marcus says AP.
App. So Apparition. Yeah. A Skyclave Apparition, early, good removal spell.
I'd like a free app. Gonna have that.
Sure, yeah. Aven Interrupter, 2/2 Flash Flyer. When it enters, exile a spell. It becomes plotted. Spells your opponents cast from graveyards or from exile cost 2 more. But I'm just going to take Chandra because, Chandra.
Dragon is a dragon, Champion says. And Marcus says, oh my god, Chandra.
Yep, Chandra it is.
But the owl's tickleable.
Yeah, but Chandra's incredible. For +2, you make your opponent take 1 damage every turn, and it stacks. So if you do +2 again the next turn, then they take 2 damage every turn.
Oh, jeez.
+2 again, then they take 3 damage every turn.
Oh my god. Forgot about Mana Curve, Champion says.
No, forget about Mana Curve, not forgot about Mana Curve.
Yes.
But yes, that's right. Oh god, the Scarab God is here, as well as Tameo, but I'll take the Eternal Wanderer. Also a 6-drop. We can fix the curve in post, right? That's what cutting a million cards later is for. Lightning Strike over Clifftop Retreat. We don't need the land. We just talked about that. If we're 2 colors, we'll just take the removal instead of the fixing.
Yeah.
Doesn't really need to be. Speaking of curve, though, there's Recruiter of the Guard or there's Spirited Companion. I'm going to take Spirited Companion. It's a good one.
Yeah. It's a cutie.
Yeah. There's Legion's Landing, which is an incredible card.
Save the curves for the bike race.
There's Usher of the Fallen, which is not bad, but I don't think it's better than Legion's Landing. And there's Rampaging Raptor, which, I cut it last time. I'll take Legion's Landing. There's Hangerback Walker again as well.
Erica says, Tameo, Lily, and Elish Norn. This pod really was designed for me.
It really was. Now I can take Tribal Flames, I guess. Sure. Confirm. Sure, I'll take Jetmir's Garden for that green splash that we're still not doing. Oh my god. Okay. Why did Glorybringer wheel? What the hell? Do people not know what this card does? Because I do. And I was going to take it originally, and I was a little upset that I didn't. Hey, look, Scooz. Mascoozy. Nope, can't do it. Visionary or Cultivate?
Cultivate.
Sure. And last pick is the Gilded Goose. Oh, the art is so good. It's just so good. Oh, Fateful Absence. Cool. Only 2 mythics in this pack, by the way. But Fateful Absence. Incredible.
Champion says, I didn't know you could select easy mode in draft. Dragon is a dragon. Yep. And Erica says, remember, Joe, Amonkhet was 6 years ago. Crying face.
Yeah.
That was 6 years ago.
Yeah. Because I said, do people not know what this card does or haven't played with this card? But yeah, there could be a lot of new players on Arena who don't know what Glorybringer does.
Oh, boy. Well, here we are.
But also, yeah, I think this cube today. Ooh.
These kids today?
Yes. Wow, look at all this. But yeah, what does this do? 3 mana 6/6. When it enters, sack it unless it escaped. When it enters or attacks, it deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. So yes.
Yes.
Yes. Just yes.
Champion says, but it's a dragon.
It's true, yeah. You don't need to know what it does. It's just, it's a big flying dragon. But still, I'm not going to complain that they gave us an incredible 4/4 flying haste that can deal 4 damage to something the turn it enters the battlefield. Feels okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I was literally about to say it's like on par with Terror of the Peaks. And then we drew Terror of the Peaks. I have to say, I'm going to take Terror of the Peaks, but I really like Virtue of Loyalty. Oh. Like, really, really like it. 5 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and untap those creatures. So all of your creatures that you attacked with are now bigger and untapped. It's basically like they have Vigilance. But yes, I'm taking Terror of the Peaks. Just, maybe this comes back. Or Ocelot Pride, because by the way, as I believe C. Holland pointed out previously, and if it wasn't C. Holland and it was somebody else, I apologize. But Ocelot Pride works really, really well with a Johnny.
Porthos Pride.
Yes. Mana Tithe, I mean, is definitely not what we want here, but still funny. Intrepid Adversary? Creatures you control get +1/+1 for each Valor counter on it, and it gets a Valor counter for each extra 2 mana that you tap for it.
A champion says, this is even better than dudes on horses. Dang it.
Yep.
Eric says, RuPaul's Dragon Race.
Dragon Race, that's right. That's very right. Yeah, originally we started this looking for angels, but, you know, whatever,
Angels, dragons, same thing, right? Both have wings.
I'll take a Selfless Savior.
He's so cute.
Yeah. But you do have to sacrifice him to be able to use his ability effectively.
What?
That's what his ability does. Sacrifice him, and you give another creature indestructible until end of turn. I know.
Then why the armor?
Well, he's a savior, so he, like, jumps in front and, like, takes the hit.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, but he still has to die in order for that to be effective.
Correct.
So why the armor?
Aw, Stoneforge Mystic. I can't take you, but you're really cool looking. Shove Aside. If you aren't the starting player, you may cast it as though it had flash. 3 damage to a creature or a planeswalker for 1 mana. There's Magda. Other dwarves get +1/+0. Whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, make a treasure.
That was just really rude, though. I mean, that one was just blatantly cutting in line.
Oh, God.
Champion says, Selfless Savior isn't on curve. Come on, Joe. Nothing CMC 5. And then Marcus says, shove.
I should have taken Shove. Okay, fair enough. Erica, Soren's here. We're not taking him. We're not in those colors. Hellrider. I mean, yes. It's a very good
He can ride on hell.
Yeah.
That's an accomplishment.
I think it's more like he rides through hell.
Oh.
Does this champion, does this count as guy on horse? Hellrider. There's something CMC 5. Benalian Night Counselor. 2/1 with Enlist. I mean...
Path.
Oh, of course. Of course. The art, like yeah. I don't know why I didn't. Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's just when it's that different, it makes you, like, skip over it.
Yep. I'll take Strangle over Soul Cauldron. We didn't end up using it last time in Strangle. 1 mana, 3 damage. It's just at sorcery speed, so it's not a lightning bolt. It's a sorcery speed, but still. Watley's still here, by the way.
Yeah, and pretty. 100% path.
Yeah.
Champion says.
No, it definitely was. I just, with the border being what it was, I just didn't notice it.
Right. Lightning Dolt.
Yeah, exactly. It's a worse lightning bolt. First strike lifelink. When it enters, the next non-creature spell target opponent casts costs 2 more to cast. Interesting. Probably put it in the sideboard, but it's a card that I can take. Elder Gargaroth. I like that card. Channeler for the sideboard. Ranger of Eos for the sideboard. Pest Infestation for Amy for the deck box.
Yeah. That's why we took all those green lands for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Stoneforge Mystic because it's on color and gorgeous, but putting it in the sideboard. And another green card for the sideboard. Okay, we did it. 9 cuts this time. Not bad, not bad. Okay, well, we got 2 Elish Norns and 2 Angels. That's it. And we didn't take the Elspeth Angel. I forget what we took. The Elspeth Planeswalker that could have made Angels for -2.
We got 2 Wanderers.
That's true. The Wandering Emperor and...
Over there.
Thank you, the Eternal Wanderer. That's right. Okay. We also got Embercleave. And Chandra Awakened Inferno. We have a lot of 6 and 7s, but still. But yeah, we got Lyra, Glorybringer, and Terror of the Peaks. This is an interesting deck.
What are your thoughts, people in chat?
Well, we ended up, we were talking about curve quite a bit. I think our 2-drop slot is pretty gross. So Magda's only benefit, right? We have no other dwarves, like incidental dwarves. No. Magda's only benefit is if we get her out early enough, they don't have anything, and we can attack with her once, because when she becomes tapped, we make a treasure. But otherwise, I think we just cut her, because even if we make a bad attack just to get a treasure, is that really getting us to 6 and 7 that much faster? Obviously, it's 1 turn faster if we're playing a land every turn, right? I'm not trying to pretend that I don't know how math works, but is that good enough for a card in our deck? Because if we draw her late, she's trash, actual trash.
Then no, because this is cube.
Yeah.
So get her out of here.
Okay, I can do that. Dust Animus is fine.
Yes, cut Magna.
Yep. Intrepid Adversary might be fine. Spirited Companion is 2 mana, draw a card, and chump block later.
2 is less than 6. Stick to the plan.
Yeah, that's right. Molten Impact is still damage. Domain? So it's 2 mana, deal 2 damage. I'll get rid of that. Path is great. Legion's Landing is fine. Rabbit Battery. 1 mana, 1/1 haste. Then you can give something +1/+1 in haste for a red mana. Grim Lavamancer is probably goodbye. Let's see. Maybe in the in the trenches. In the trenches can go away. It's a 6 mana removal spell after a 3 mana anthem.
Throw all your hands up. Marcus says, did you really just cut Emp?
What?
What's Emp?
What did I miss? No, it's there. Okay. I was like, wait, did I? I was like, I don't think so. No, the Wandering Emperor? No. I did not do that.
But you didn't see her because she planeswalked accidentally.
That's right. I was gonna say, do we have a lot of enter the battlefield effects? Meh. Sort of.
Hellrider can probably go.
Fair enough.
It says.
Let's see. Resto specifically says non-angel creature. Okay. What else? I think Intrepid Adversary probably goes.
Greg is here saying, wait a minute, whose is this champion card collector in the chat? And then Champion says, shh.
It's funny because I was like, most of the night, I was like, kind of like on the fence as to who could be behind the champion name until they mentioned guys on horses. And then I knew 100% who was behind it. I had a suspicion, but I wasn't certain until guys on horses got mentioned.
Champion says, in the chat, great job. I am. Greg says, LOL. Champion says, tell Joe to cut all his CMC stuff. And then Greg goes, CMC stuff?
Yeah, it's because I have a lot of 6s and 7s, and I've been cutting a lot of 2s. And so Champion is very upset with my decisions.
Like expensive? Yeah. He loves to do that.
Yeah, it's true.
Champion says, I know I started with a bunch of spelling and grammatical errors to throw you off the scent.
Wow. I actually it wasn't that I necessarily thought it was Greg one way or another. I just, like, if it was at the store, it could have been anybody. So I wasn't sure.
Greg says he loves his 5+ drops.
I mean, look at them. Terror of the Peaks, Glorybringer, Lyra Dawnbringer, Elish Norn, The Eternal Wanderer, Chandra, and Embercleave. Yeah. They're great. Although Embercleave is not really a 6-drop, because if you're casting it for 6 mana, not during your combat step, you're doing it wrong. So it's at worst a 5-drop. Look, if we're looking to cut high stuff, I could cut Lyra.
Well, then do you need your other angel?
Maybe not. We could cut Resto as well.
Champion says, I could have even been RuPaul on bicycle.
That's true. That's true. You could have.
You could have been. Greg says, I would tend to agree. The curve is a bit high.
Yeah. Yeah, I was debating cutting Eternal Wanderer. I don't know if that's wrong or not, but we do still have Wandering Emperor. But I feel like that's fine. And then we have Chandra and Elish Norn at the top, basically.
This deck seems pretty good to me, but, you know, I'm me, so it doesn't really matter what I think.
Amy, we have a lot of green cards.
Yes, we do. Greg says Chandra and Elish are both great.
Correct, yeah. So of the green cards, Amy, what's our deck box? Gilded Goose?
No.
Scooze?
No.
Cultivate?
No.
Pest Infestation? Primal Might?
Okay.
That's it. Or less.
Pest Infestation.
Okay. I should have known.
I know. You should have. Greg says, need big impact for your 6 drops.
6+ drops.
Okay. And they both fit that.
They sure do. And last but not least, the sleeves.
How about... It's so hard to choose. There's so many options now. How did we get so many of these? Like, where'd they all come from?
I know.
How about Q to Johnny?
This one?
Yeah.
You got
it. Greg says, I know Embercleave is great, but are we that aggressive?
I mean, sort of. Yeah, sort of. It kind of depends, but we've got enough things, I think. I mean, we've got like Mull of the Skyclaves too.
Marcus says, oh, I forgot. My Living Shiny Dex is rapidly approaching 900.
Okay, awesome. Creatures... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Well, why don't you tell us when it's over 9,000, Marcus?
Jesus.
I'm just kidding. Greg says count creatures under 2.
So if you're saying 2 and under, that's 6. If it's literally under 2, it's 2.
2 under 2?
That's right. That's right.
Marcus says, I was going to ask the same about the sword.
Okay. We can take Embercleave out.
Champion says, I'm going to go. I have to work in the morning.
Yeah.
Greg says 2 and under. Champion says, love you, Greg. Greg says, LOL. Love you, Champion.
Hey, Champion, see you tomorrow. Yeah, we can cut Cleve. That's fine. And that's 40, so that's perfect.
Nice.
All right. Let's play one game with this, and then we'll call it a night.
Yeah.
All right. We'll say done. We'll say play. I also have work in the morning. Oh, Jesus. 8-666-75309. Oh. Wow, I wonder if we'll get to Alish now. God damn it, this stupid hand. Mulligan. I mean, that's better, I suppose. Does that seem like the right choice? What the hell are we going to put at the bottom? Like, Rabbit Battery on turn 1, a Johnny on turn 2, land on turn 3, hopefully draw another one by turn 4. I only need a single white for both of these, right? Good. Okay.
Greg says, seems fine. Has to be mountain.
Damn it. Well, it wasn't. Oh, God.
It'll be fine. We draw a zillion lands anyways.
All right, let's not put that on ourselves right now.
I'm just saying.
All right, I'm going to drop my boy a Johnny. We could have played the Spirited Companion, but we can still play it next turn to draw a card, which is great.
He's so fluffy.
Yeah, it's a good boy. Uh-oh, dogs and cats. They don't work well together. Oh, we drew the land. Look at that. Okay, play the land.
Then later, Craig says.
Yeah.
We resto it to draw another card, lol.
They killed a Johnny. How dare you? All right, I drew another land. Yep, that makes sense.
Luckily, we have 2 more Johnnies there and there.
That's right. Right here and right here. Okay. Preacher of the Schism. Ah, Legion's Landing. Okay. You attack with 3 more creatures, which I will probably do next turn. But this turn... That's Flash, right? Seems like we rest out. I agree.
The complaint and then the companion and then pass.
I agree. Resto the companion. He goes away. He comes back. We draw another card. And then we just have a 3/4 flyer as we stare at their 2/4 with Death Touch.
We want to give him the pets.
He's going to go away for a second. And then he comes back and we draw another card. It's Terror of the Peaks. No attacks.
We're done.
That's dumb. Okay. Cool.
Flying is great.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
That's a problem. Alright, deck. If you're just going to make me draw land, I'm probably going to lose. Let's play Terror. So terrifying. And then we attack with Resto.
Oh, I thought you meant Shieldred was terrifying, because she truly is.
I mean, sure, yeah.
She's got them, like, heating racks on her eyes.
Oh,
not in this art. This art, she's the bug thing. But
yes.
in the other art, she's got, like... I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
Or, like, Kanye West sunglasses or whatever.
Tiny Bones the Pickpocket. All right. How many mythics in a row? All of them, I guess. No blocks take 4. Go to 14. Drew enough. All right, deck. Come on now. It was funny. Ha ha ha, you did it. Let's chill. Let's play Legion's Landing. Make a 1/1.
Did I jinx it?
Possibly? I don't know.
And swing with all.
You're damn right. You're damn right. Then they pick blocks. Gain 2 life. Trade with Tiny Bones. Keep the Rabbit Battery untapped. And end the turn. At instant speed, we can make a 1/1 with Lifelink to block one of the things that I'm sure they will be attacking with.
They pick blocks, huh? What's the alternative? Like a board game?
Nice. Resto is dead. Resto is deadzo. Pass to attackers. They attack with just Shieldred. Cool. I gain a life.
Greg says trigger it. God.
Yeah, like just all the removal. We draw nothing but land. Hey, that's not land. Cool. We lose 2 life though. Unfortunate. I guess we keep up the patented Geek for All hand land. We do have Elish Norn mana. Just throwing it out there.
Yes, we do.
Just throwing it out there. This is an instant, so actually that's pretty good. We could reconfigure this onto here. Yep. Yep, we could. Go ahead, you can read that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I wasn't going to read it. I was just nodding because I basically answered it.
That's fine.
But he says, then strike.
No, well, you...
We can block, then strike to get the Shieldred.
Correct. And because we do it with the Rabbit Battery underneath, then the Rabbit Battery still lives, as opposed to like double blocking and keeping them separate. Or we could make a 1/1 with Lifelink and do it that way. But yeah. Yeah, Shieldred goes away now, hopefully. I mean, obviously we don't know what the last one in their hand is. Whenever it attacks the player with the most life or tied for the most life, create a 1/1 with Lifelink.
Well, we know it's probably not Shieldred, but... And block with both, he says. Make a 1/1.
Yeah. Yes, correct. Pass to blockers. Block like this. See if they have an effect of some kind. They don't, so we will attempt the Lightning Strike and see if their 2 mana with blue stops them anyway. It does not. Fantastic. We keep the Rabbit Battery. We're at 12. They're at 12. They played Yawgmoth. So they can kill our Rabbit Battery if they want by paying a life and sacking another creature. And they draw a card, which is actually not bad. Okay, Rabbit Battery is dead. And we draw not a land, but it does 4 damage. If excess damage was dealt this way, note that excess damage. It will not be excess damage. Who do we kill, though? Discard a card to proliferate is irrelevant. This 2/4, though, is a problem. So yeah, we'll kill that one. It does really stupid, annoying things.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at what it's wearing. It's clearly a conquistador.
Oh, I was like, very,
So.
yeah. Yeah, it like, whenever they attack, it does more annoying things no matter what. Either they make a 1/1 or they draw a card and lose life. I'll end the turn.
Greg says, Yogg.
Because he was saying we should have killed Yogg. I know that we're on the back foot, so I was thinking of getting rid of that guy just because. They attack with both. We're going to take 2 in the air, but we can make a... Well, actually, then we only take 1 because we're going to gain a life.
Both are annoying, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they counter the activated or triggered ability by playing another flash creature.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
I didn't realize that was the thing you could do.
Yeah, some cards specifically say that.
He says, geez.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm trying here. Elish Norn. Wandering Emperor, actually not bad. It does have flash. But they have 1 card in hand. Yeah, I do it after they attack because, yeah, we have options at that point. Okay. Yeah, she has flash, and we can activate her after we've cast her, even if it's not our turn. Frost Titan. Whenever it becomes the target of a spell or an ability, counter it unless we pay 2. When it enters or attacks, tap a permanent. It doesn't untap during our next untap step. Okay, so target our land. So I activate it.
Greg says you can still activate the land, or did... What?
Can you, but... Yeah, I know. Because I didn't play the land. I see it. It's fine. They kill it. It's fine. Doesn't matter. We go to 3. Don't get to play the Emperor. It's all fine.
That's what he said.
Yep.
Except for the fine part.
It is fine. We play the land now. 4, 5, 6, 7. We can actually do it all, I believe. So we go like this. 3 damage kills the Tidebinder. And then we can Wandering Emperor and exile Frost Titan and still be alive.
Wow.
And actually gain 2 life in the process. So yeah, we're fine here. If they attack with both, we're still okay. Jace Reawakened is fine, I think. Draw a card, then discard a card is what I assume they're going to do. Oh, they just don't do it at all. Okay, great. They'll do it second game. But tap a permanent, it doesn't untap. They choose that. I will cast the Wandering Emperor. I will activate her -2, exiling Frost Titan. Yes, I will pay the additional 2. Auto pay. I gain 2 life. Then I take 2 damage. And I go back to 3. And then Jace.
I feel like the Wanderer looks weird with legs. Is that
Because
odd?
of the
very
full art?
odd.
No, I hear you.
Greg says, come on. Elish off the top.
One time. Just one time, deck. Alright, so they discarded Psychic Frog by drawing and discarding with Jace, and they Fateful Absence and let me investigate, which is wonderful. Thanks, because then when I drew that land... Okay, I mean, we Elish Norned off the top.
Oh my god, Greg.
But it's not, no, he meant the 7-mana one.
Oh.
He meant the 7-mana one, but...
Still.
He
says, well, I called it.
Sure.
Ah!
Sure. We'll take it. This time, keeping up the hand land makes sense, and we'll pass. Does Jace do anything defensively? No. They just draw and discard again, discarding a land. Okay, that makes sense. To play Caustic Bronco, whenever it attacks, reveal the top card of your library, put it into your hand. You lose life equal to its mana value if it isn't saddled. Otherwise, each opponent loses that much life if it is saddled. Which right now they can't saddle because it's saddled for 3. Obviously, if they attack, I block. They didn't attack. Take my turn. Drew Skyclave Apparition.
Ooh.
Which, mana value 4 or less.
Yes. What does the flip on this do?
3 mana, sack 3 other creatures to flip it over. So, it's either not going to happen or it's going to be a long time. We can obviously make tokens. So, we've got options, but... Alright, mana value 4 or less... Non-land, non-token permanent. So it could be Jace. Yeah.
Is the Jace? Yeah.
I agree. Planeswalkers are annoying.
Give them less cards each turn.
Yeah, exactly. And or if they top deck a land, they don't get to just get rid of it for free. Yep. Seems fine. I don't think we need the land yet. Yeah, I'll keep it up and just scare them with it. The other thing is... They can do some shenanigans with Yawgmoth, so I'm not going to bother attacking with Elish Norn, because they could, like, double block, and then... I actually don't think that would have worked out, but still, doesn't matter. I'm not too worried about it. Yep, we're good. They pass before our turn. We make a 1/1. Incredible. Draw a land. Okay. I mean, sure, I guess. But now they have an unknown card in hand. Yeah. Yeah, because we can, like, make 1/1s and then eventually just flip Elish Norn and make this, you know. Yeah.
Seems like we just keep passing and making guys trying to get the flip Elish.
Yeah. Yeah, because we need to sack 3 creatures to do it, and right now, technically, as soon as we make one with this, we could. They're going to pay a life, sack that, put a -1/-1 counter on it, and draw a card. Okay, sure. They paid a life, we dealt a damage to them, that's totally fine. We can make another one. And they can keep doing that as long as they have creatures, which it doesn't seem like they do anymore. So there we go. We drew... Oh, deck. Silly, silly deck. God damn it. All right. Pass, I guess. I hope their hand is exactly like ours. 2 land. Well, there's 1. Okay. All right. Pass to attackers. No attacks. They pass. We make another 1/1. All right. We're getting there. I could do it now, right, and sack the Skyclave Apparition, but then they would get a 2/2, and I don't need to do that. We have Perforos's Intervention. Perforos's Intervention... Let's play this land. X-powered creature with Trample and Haste. Or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not enough. But X power 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Right now it would be a 9-powered Trampler. I don't know what's in their hand, but we could just win if they don't have anything. Or we could just make a 1/1 and try to flip Elish Norn right now. It is not an instant, it's a sorcery. No, unfortunately not. But Elish, the first thing, incubate 2 5 times, then transform all incubator tokens you control. Alright, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to flip Elish Norn now and see what happens. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, mode 1, we get 5 2/2s. Oh, intervention is make an X1 or twice X damage to a creature or planeswalker. Sorcery speed. Go to combat, no attacks, and pass. Yeah, we have 10 power on the field. They have 1 creature and 9 health. Or sorry, we have 12 power on the field. And it will become all of our creatures... Ooh, Gonti. All of our creatures will become 3/3s with double strike.
Oh.
On our next turn.
Okay.
They get 1 card. If it's 5 mana or less, they can play it right now. They play a land. So still, if it's 5 mana or less, they can play our card right now. Gonti does have Death Touch, but we don't care about losing any of these creatures in particular. We drew...
Wow. Just... Oh.
They conceded anyway.
And they didn't even know we had drawn that. Greg goes, boom, 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 boom. Take that.
Yeah, that was... holy crap. Yeah, so they conceded just to the fact that we had 6 3/3 double striking creatures, let alone the fact that we could have had a 10/1 Trampler or a 4/4 Flying Haste that kills Yawgmoth when it attacks.
Okay. Gonna do a billion this one turn.
This turn, yeah. Yeah, because they would have, even if they had both blockers, which they didn't, right? We would have Glorybringered, killed Yawgmoth. They would have blocked the Skyclave Apparition, let's say, and then taken 30?
Wow.
Right? Oh, 34. Excuse me.
Oh, wow.
34.
That makes such a huge difference when they're at 9.
Yes, it does, Amy.
Thank you, 8666-75309.
That's right. Thank you, Amy. Appreciate that. All right.
Greg says now.
All right. Do our mastery again. Mastery tree. Oh, the aloe, you said.
Yeah. That is why it's Joe's favorite format. Now I get it. Smile face.
Yep, that's why. Not because of the, ridiculous blowouts that make it go from, oh, I definitely have this game won, to, oh, I died immediately, to a card that how the hell could I have anticipated that they had that in their hand.
I'm sorry, what was our record? I didn't get to see it.
Oh, it's fine. That was our only game that we've played, so we're 1-0.
Oh.
And we'll be going into next week with this. But between now and then, don't forget, we have our sponsored stream on Wednesday. The streamer event for Bloomborough, sponsored by Wizards of the Coast.
Yes.
We will be streaming starting at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on this channel, and going until whenever we can reasonably, realizing that we both have to wake up early the next day to do some work and stuff. I actually have to go to the office the day after the stream, but it's fine. I already told my boss. I was like, I'll come in when I get there. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, gonna have to get some dinner.
No worries, Greg.
All right, why don't we finish this out? You guys are awesome. You're
Thanks,
awesome, Greg.
Exactly. So yeah, everybody.
Glad I made it.
Same.
We are too.
And Greg, I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a bunch of hugs
Thank you.
to give you guys this weekend.
We're looking forward to it big
Yes.
time. Big time. So yeah, in fact.
I won't be there tomorrow with him, but I will be over the weekend, so.
Okay.
Good night, my dears, Erica says.
Thank you, Erica.
You too. And Greg says maybe tomorrow. NC Holland says thanks for the stream.
Thank you, C. Holland, as well.
Yes.
In fact, Amy, while we're doing that, we had some absolutely incredible people here with us tonight making this thing happen. So,
As always.
Yes, that's right. So you have some work to do.
I do. Greg, thank you so much for making it here. I'm glad you made it here with so much time for you to be here and chat with us. That's was really nice.
That's right. For one full game, you got to see the deck sort of being made, like at the tail end of cuts and stuff too, which is great.
Erica, it's always nice to have you here. And this time we had some pretty good luck because you showed up.
That's right.
I will say.
You catered this cube very well, and we appreciated all of your assistance in that regard. In fact, because the cube catered to you so well, it seems like you were more willing to give us that flood insurance that we needed so badly. And, knock on wood, but it wasn't too bad tonight. So we appreciate that, of course, because you're the best.
Yeah. C. Holland, thank you so much for making it here. We always appreciate that. It means a lot to us.
Big time.
Champion, thank you so much for being here. And we will be there.
That's right.
Over the weekend, and Joe will be tomorrow.
That's right.
Marcus, thank you so much for being here. As always, you're the most loyal person on the planet.
For sure.
And I said C. Holland already, right?
Sorry, yeah, that's
Or did I just read C. Holland?
No, you said it. You talked to him.
Okay. Yes, I said C. Holland. Godalope, thank you so much for making it here. We really appreciate it.
For sure.
Especially since you don't know a lot of the terms that were thrown around.
The newer lingo.
Right.
For sure.
And so, we appreciate you being here nonetheless.
That's right.
Logic, thanks for just stopping in.
That's right.
And pointing out that we lost.
I always need to be reminded. So.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like, yes, we also had, it stopped, but we also had Stealth Death tonight.
Stealth Death, yeah. There was so much in chat tonight that we couldn't even scroll high enough to see Stealth Death.
That's right.
Thank you for being here.
That's right.
As well.
And if for whatever reason we missed somebody towards the beginning, I don't think we did, but because we couldn't scroll up all the way, thank you, obviously, and we apologize that we didn't give you that specific shout out, because if you want that specific shout out here at the end, all you got to do is pop into chat and say, hey, if you're not comfortable doing so or you're not able to do so, no worries whatsoever. Please accept this blanket thank you here at the end from us, because if you were watching tonight and you were not in chat, we still appreciate you.
Yes.
Well, obviously, we just didn't see you. Otherwise, you would have gotten that custom shout out from Amy here at the end. But like I said, we'll be back on Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, for more MTG Arena, but specifically for Bloomborough, for the first time ever on this channel being played. We will then have...
Sponsored.
That's right. Sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. We will be opening product on this channel on Thursday and Friday, so stay tuned for that as well. Thursday will be the big opening that I will be filming tomorrow, and then Friday will be the pre-release kits that will be opened live at the event itself. And so hopefully you will all get to live vicariously through me if that is what you need, or just check out some of the cards in advance of you getting to open some for yourself at pre-release this weekend, if that is more your pleasure. So, and then as a reminder, no Friday stream this week from us. In fact, we will be back next Friday with a stream for finishing up, hopefully, God of War Ragnarok Valhalla DLC.
Yes.
But that will be over on Video Games for All. for the first time ever streaming on Video Games for All. And in fact, if you're unaware, we have 3 channels. We have this channel here, Geek for All. We have Video Games for All.
And gluten-free for all.
And the other 2 channels are linked down in the description box below. And wherever you are, here or there, please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. Then you will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out and whenever we go live here on Geek for All and in the future on Video Games for All.
Yes.
So stay tuned for all of that amazing stuff. We've got a lot of stuff going on this week for Bloomborough, as well as just Magic in general. But we've got 3 videos a week, as always, over on Video Games for All. And in place of content over on Gluten Free for All for now, please don't forget to check out Gluten Free for All's Instagram. Link down in the description box below. Amy doing some incredible stuff over there. So if you want to keep in touch with Gluten Free for All and Amy's individual specific content, don't forget to check that out. Killing it.
I was going to say it if you weren't, because it seemed like you weren't going to go there.
Yeah.
But you got there.
Yes, I did. There's a lot to remember. I do my best.
I know. Tonight especially, there's a lot to remember. So.
That's right. And yeah, I never mean to snub it. It's really good stuff, so definitely go check it out.
Yes.
But we will see you hopefully on Wednesday for the stream, 5:30 p.m. until whenever. I've been saying like midnight-ish. That's just kind of my thought on it. We'll see how we feel, but stay tuned to the channel for that. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all so very much. And
yes.
Between now and the next time that we see you, whenever that happens to be, please continue to stay safe and happy and healthy. That is to you and yours super important. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe. And
I'm Mimi.
And as we always say, in whichever video or stream of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.